I would take you back to your
Let's go.
your rooms.
Do we see any sign of Bosco? I mean, I'm guessing we see his 8-foot people. Like, I'm going to try to exit the arena around this, not in the same area, he's in a different area, but exit the arena around the same time as Bosco, just so I can,
Well, how would you know when he's leaving the arena?
Because we're keeping peripheral, like
He
peripheral.
disappeared before you even were moved out.
Okay, so he left before we even had a chance to be able to move out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, they went down the luxury box stairs within the arena itself, and you went out the stairs to the house.
They're rich.
So you don't even know where they are in the arena itself.
Okay.
So then it would he would lead you back to the rooms, and he's excited about combat that we can start tomorrow, and yeah.
Okay. I'm going to when we get back to our rooms, I'm gonna pull Cooler aside and speak to him privately. And then I'm going to say...
I can't see him because he's so slow.
Yeah, he's so slow I can't see him. So
that he's practically invisible to the naked eye.
I'm going to say while we were out, because it was relatively close to nighttime when we were out, right? I mean...
Yeah, it's getting late now.
Okay. I'm going to say, like, did you feel like you would be able to move around at all during the city, like in your armor of shadows? And that'd be something that
during the day?
No, at night.
Dude's old. He's probably tired.
No, I'm talking. This is mainly something that you're going to have to answer.
1,000 years old.
Yeah,
my bones hurt.
Yeah, that's up to you guys if you want to do that.
No, I'm asking. You have to answer that question. Like,
what's the question?
Is the whole thing at night lit up to where like he can't do any kind of sneaking, or are there areas with shadows?
No, I mean there's lots of shadows. There's torches and lamps and stuff like that, but it's not like you're in New York or something like that.
Okay.
There's tons of shadows.
What do the rooftops look like? Are they flat or slanted?
The majority of the rooftops, like in the storage areas or the working areas, are flat. In the housing areas, those tend to be more slanted.
Okay. I'm going to.
What do you want me to look for?
I want you to find out if you can find out where Boscone might be. So we probably know he's in the super rich area. So I want you to try to see, look around,
also,
and see if you can find a way that you might be able to get in.
Also, when you come back to the hotel, you notice that Malika is not there.
Malika is not there?
Yeah.
Malika's not here.
But she came with us?
No. She did not go with you to the arena.
She was in her room and now she's not?
Yes.
She better not be out of breath when she comes back. Cops is not on. Don't worry, I don't have a drum set.
Is her door open or closed?
It's closed, but it's not locked.
I'll knock on it.
Okay.
No answer?
No, she's not there.
Okay.
That's usually what that means.
Well, I'm just wondering how, I would have noticed that she wasn't there.
I'm assuming. Well, you said you were gonna. Oh, you wanted to speak to him separately.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Zargnut?
No, I'm good.
They're all gone.
Is there a bar nearby?
I mean, there's lots of bars all over the place.
Shit. Is this something that is normally in character for her to do, is not be here when you leave her there? Is it something that my character feels is very off, or is it something that my character feels like, well, she might be out, in the bar, or, playing music or something?
I don't know, you tell me. It's your character.
Has she left before?
Yeah,
has she left before?
Since we've been here, has she stayed there? When all of us were out fucking around, did she stay, or did she go fuck around herself?
Most of the time she was with you. So, I mean, think about where you guys have been since you met her. The one time, so you met her in Oakhurst, and she was kind of a free spirit. Then you went to Gandalf's, and she tried to get into a study on her own. But since that time,
She stayed with us.
she's stayed with you. There hasn't really been an opportunity for her to even like try anything to try to like leave.
Is her gear still here?
Is her gear still there?
Like her weapons, stuff like that. She take it with her?
Some of her stuff is still there. She wears primarily like leathers and studded leathers and stuff like that. So she's wearing that.
Is her violin? Is her?
She has her loot.
She has her loot with her.
She has her loot.
What about a rapier?
The rapier's attached to her loot.
Not anymore.
Oh, it's not.
No. Well, that one is in there, but her primary rapier is something else that she got from the Dragon Horde, and that is gone. But her bow is there.
She'd have never left without this bow I gave it to her.
Yeah.
Is anything knocked over?
Nope. The room looks fine.
Feels like she left of her own volition because she's got her stuff with her.
I mean, she's not as strong as you guys, but she can still beat ass.
I'm gonna reach down and like touch the carpet.
Okay.
Or whatever the flooring is.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. Interesting.
Okay. I'm going to tell Uller that that's what I think that would be good for him to do is
Find
to try
Malika.
to. No, not Malika. Like your mission is Boscone.
Oh, okay.
Sneaking reconnaissance.
Can I interject here? I don't think we should just go. I don't think we should bother trying to find General Boscone.
That's why I kind of did it away from you and Gil.
No, you cannot interject.
Let me explain.
Matt,
Let me explain.
No, we
let me
cannot
explain.
mitigate. Let him fuck up.
No. Let me explain. What are we gonna do if we find him?
See if there's a way that he can. I mean, before he did a lot of like really sneaky shit. Like was able to infiltrate a bunch of different places. He can unlock just about anything.
I wouldn't assassinate
Okay,
him.
but what do
That's
we do when we
you're
find him?
Either if there's a way to.
Are we fighting him?
If there's a way for him to assassinate him, we can do that. If there's a way for him to poison him and weaken him, so that way when we do fight him, those are my ideas.
I don't
just
think this is the
eating
kind of guy
Zarnuts.
that's gonna work with.
Maybe that's what.
He's got like 2 really big guards and he's a legendary warrior. I don't think we can just like assassinate this dude.
I mean, if
Yeah, I think this
I'm
is a
insulted
stupid
that
idea,
you imply
Adam.
that.
huh?
I think your idea is stupid, but this is your character.
Yeah.
So
Well, no,
I
just
agree
kinda-
with you, Matt.
I just kind of feel like this is more of a big, huge, like end of the week fight, not like an assassination attempt.
Well, I mean, I'm just seeing. Like,
I
I'm
mean, you
sending
saw
him-
his bodyguards too. I'm sure those
Yeah, I'm
aren't
sure
the
they- I'm
only
sure
they'll
ones.
kill him.
I'm sure, like outside of game, I'm sure Rich is not gonna let us assassinate Boscone, but like I feel like this is something that Uller would normally do. This is something that mission.
Yeah, I just feel like this is a lot of wasted.
Yeah, he's just a.
I feel like your character would
I get that.
strategize and stuff like that, but I don't really see your character. I don't know.
Yeah,
That one's a
my
tricky
character
one.
would take any advantage I can find. I feel like, and I feel like if there's an advantage
At
to be
what
found,
cost?
at any cost. If building this army and taking over that city just
Yeah.
about at any cost.
Weigh your options. What's going to happen if you're actually able to do this, and what's going to actually happen if you mess up?
See, I've got full confidence that Uller won't mess up.
I'll fuck up.
I think in my character's head, there's 0% chance Uller messes up. There's nothing but good to be gained from this, and there's.
But
zero-
anyway,
Yeah.
me and Matt are not in this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
it-
I guess that's my point. I'm not playing right now. I mean, I don't feel like I'm playing right now. I'm just kind of watching.
Well, that's what I was actually going to say. Me and you should go look for Malika.
Okay, yeah, we can go look for Malika, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sending him off on his mission, and me and you are going to go look for Malika.
All right.
And Gil's stuck
We
in the
can do
room.
this.
Anybody want anything?
Yeah, Gil's the one not doing anything right now.
Well, I just wish we were
Actually-
like doing something a little more proactive.
Because
you
we're
know,
actually
like,
getting
if I
close to our
wanna
tournament
play,
and
I wanna roll
everything.
dice, I wanna
My
go.
character is
I'm
actually
with
going to
you.
pray to Crom.
What?
My character, for once, is going to start praying to Crom again. Because we're-
Don't work.
No, who was no,
That's Grumsh.
no. I'm trying to remember who was the
Cord.
Cord. Sorry,
Yeah, ask the guy who knows about deities. He'll
sorry.
tell you.
I apologize.
He's like, I prayed to Crom, and somewhere,
Grum's like, yeah, bro.
somewhere in Orc heaven, Crom's like, I feel myself becoming godlike. This is amazing.
There's a slight tingling in my lips. I'm not putting on my armor.
Okay.
I'm putting it in a bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna slip out of the room
Okay.
by just walking.
Okay.
We're there, north of the arena, and we assume Boscone is south of the arena.
You're here.
Yep.
You're going to assume that Boscone is staying with the mayor.
Gotcha. I'm gonna leave the inn or whatever it is we're staying in, and head south and just kind of walk through that plaza area.
This area?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is the wall guarded?
Here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Heavily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does there look like anywhere that I could get in without fucking getting murdered if I'm caught?
Along this wall.
Yeah. Anything that I can visibly see without drawing suspicion.
No. Like, I'm not even gonna make a roll for that. That looks like the wall of death waiting for you.
Okay. I'm gonna pop back into the hotel lobby. Are we in an inn?
Yes. Yeah.
Hotel kind of thing, fancy.
Yeah. So big in. Biggins.
I'm gonna ask them if I can have some paper and a quill,
Okay. I give it to you.
and I'm gonna write just a note, an invitation for Boscone to join me for dinner, and I'm gonna sign it Elizabeth,
Okay.
and I'm gonna head back out into the plaza,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna walk up to one of the guards.
As you're getting closer to the guards, you see them, like, kind of like become more erect,
Very well. And I'm gonna
and they're like, "State your business."
say my mistress wanted me to deliver this to Boscone, but I don't know where to go.
You can go to hell.
Very well. And I keep walking through now.
That's where you would die.
And I'll just say, oh, okay, she's going to be very disappointed. They were looking forward to seeing each other again. And I'm going to walk back.
And he looks at you like he gives two shits.
I don't even look back at him.
Yeah. No, he's watching you.
That's fine. I don't look at him.
Traitor. Traitor to the crown.
They don't know who Elizabeth is.
They don't care.
Well,
They have their orders. So you guys, while he enjoys his fruitless efforts, you guys are gonna go look for Malika.
Yes.
Okay. Where would you like to go look
You
for
know,
Malika?
I took the scrying spell. I could just find her.
Oh, nice.
Like, well, is there a church? We need a church.
I mean, yeah, pick a building that looks
We need a font of holy water.
how about that
Yeah,
triangle?
that looks like a church.
Oh, very churchy.
Here, I'm just gonna go into the church and cast scrying and be like, "Where's find Malika?"
And you're like, okay. The spell, I don't know what it does
Oh,
exactly. Like, does it like light up her footsteps or?
No, it just like in the font of holy water would act like a mirror. You would see her through.
Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Uh,
I didn't know if it gave you eagle vision like
No,
Assassin's
no.
Creed and you follow the
No,
footsteps.
okay. Let's see. Okay, she needs to make a will save, and that depends on how well I know the subject and what sort of physical connection I have with the creature.
I'm not going to give her a will save because she's never been scried before and she doesn't even understand that
Okay.
she's being scried.
Dad?
Oh, no. No. Alright, fine, let's figure out the handle.
When I was fucking with those guards, was the whole wall lit up?
Yeah, the outskirts of the wall, like even you could tell from around the corner, it was pretty well lit.
Okay. Works for me.
It would have been easier to explain if someone had made me a half decent map, but
Yeah.
that's all,
Fair.
that's all I got.
If only they had done that.
This takes like an hour to cast.
Okay.
I'm gonna head west to the tunnel
That's
that
a
I
long
made.
time.
And we move an hour.
Okay.
You have expedient
And-
spell. It takes 10 seconds.
I mean, I do have combat casting, but I don't think this is the same thing.
Like, you go to cast it, and Hextor's like...
Okay, the sensor has my full visual acuity, including any magical effects. In addition, it has a 5% chance to...
Oh, it has his elf eyes.
Well, that has a chance to detect spells through the sensor, but I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Yep.
Yeah, I could just see. I don't know. It didn't say... Can I see and hear?
What if she's like doing something wrong?
That's what I was about to say.
Well,
Can you
that's
see
for
through her
everybody.
eyes,
Yeah,
and all of a
that's-
sudden you look down and like,
He might be the hand of judgment, but he's gonna let someone else decide.
No, we can just see, and you
can
see
be
the
like
subject
that
and the
quantum
subject's
leap
immediate
type thing.
surroundings, about 10 feet, and all.
oh no, Al.
Okay, so you see Malika,
Uh-huh.
and you see she's standing amongst minotaurs and gnolls, talking to Gorthax.
Oh, she's at the fucking camp.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
go find her and tell her not to disappear again, for God's sakes. Jeez.
You tell her. I'm not telling her.
I burned a spell slot for this.
No, you're at the church. Just pray and get it back.
Hey, look for Buscone.
Hey, look, it's nighttime. Go to
Shit!
sleep.
Why don't we just look for Bosco? Oh God!
Even I didn't think of that.
Nice.
I mean, I'm sure.
I
we
mean,
know
at
where
this
he
point,
is.
you're probably pretty sure he's in there.
Yeah. He was in. He was
Yeah,
in.
but is he alone? What's he doing?
He's all right. Come on now.
Go find Malika and tell her she just wasted my spell spot when we could have been finding Bosco.
Yeah, burn another
He
spell.
thought it was a stupid idea, but that's not the point. He could have been the one to do it. All right, so basically, you're going to be like making your way over there. Are you just going to kind of like make your way back to the hotel,
Yeah.
You're not
Alright.
gonna come with me?
or you can go with him?
I'd
No.
appreciate it if you come with me. Just, I mean, we're going to. Just in case something happens. Like you're way more muscle than I am.
I'm gonna go find Trish.
You got your legendary armor. You'll be
I don't
fine.
have it on me.
No,
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
are you scared of her?
Well, yeah,
I'm scared of
I don't
everything
have
in
all
this
my shit
city
with
that
me.
could happen.
no, you don't.
Oh, you'll be fine.
No, I want to go back and get my shit.
Okay,
All right, I'm cool with that. We'll put our shit on.
You
and,
put your cloaks on over your shit.
Yep. Okay.
Your big oversized cloaks.
I go back to the hotel.
Okay. So you guys make your way all the way to the Minotaur camp. And you see she's having a good time. She's playing her lute. Oh, wait.
She's an adult, for crying out sakes.
I just want to point out, I suggested we do this from the start.
What's my DD again?
Cord.
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 Corn.
Cord with a K and a D.
So Malika's there and she's playing the lute and all that stuff. And the Minotaurs are like, ah, and the Gnolls are like, ah, and everyone's drinking and having a good time. They're having fun. There's other camps of other, like all the camps are out there. But everyone seems to be having a good time and enjoying themselves. Music, dance, like you guys are miserable, but they're enjoying themselves, right? You guys are all stressed about living and dying and kingdoms and paths and all that, but they're not weighed down by these troubles, right?
Yeah.
So they're kind of relaxed. They're having a good time. Malika's drinking some ale. Her cup's too big, right?
She's got a bowl.
So a lot of times she's just like, and she's like that when she needs to take a break, or she's like literally having to two-hand it like that, take a drink. And yeah, that's what's going on when you two get there.
I want to go to the camp.
Too late.
They didn't tell you about it.
I know.
Wait, yeah. You know what? I'm going to take my armor off. I just want to hang out in the camp.
All right, you can do that.
I'm chilling here. I'm tired of worrying about shit.
Life's hot.
Fuck these kingdoms.
Fuck these kingdoms.
I mean, honestly, how often have we had a chance to just like relax and
very
enjoy
often.
life?
Not since that river we jumped in the
Yeah,
river.
when you guys were on your way to your headquarters, happened to.
Alright, I'm gonna cannonball out the window then.
You fall short.
And I'm casting Bless for no reason. On everyone.
What's
at
Bless
the camp.
do? What's Bless do?
It just gives us +1 to, like,
Saves and stuff.
yeah.
Okay, so no one accidentally like impales himself or
Yeah.
no
Everyone
accidental.
feels even better.
It's a morale bonus.
Yeah, everyone feels even better. Like, this is the best party they've had since Uller woke up in nothing but his loincloth.
So at this camp, I'd probably try to catch her eye, like smile at her, nod at her, and then I'd head back to the.
All right, so Tristel's staying at the party,
Yeah.
which I like. You feel cuckolded, so you're heading back to the hotel.
That's where somebody bangs your wife.
but you watch it.
Let you watch it.
Oh.
Or hey, what's up?
Technically, to be a cuckold, somebody just has to sleep with your wife.
So yeah, so you're like, oh, you feel comfortable, I guess, that you know where she is, and
Yep.
I mean, obviously, she's not in any danger.
Right.
That would be one hell of a
Just of alcohol poisoning.
yeah.
No funny feeling
the
she can
priest is
handle
there.
that shit.
Don't worry, it's just
Dr.
kidney
Tristel's there. This
She comes back and
Cure-alls.
the party is later referred to as the drinking.
someone shit their pants.
Tristel's
Hopefully
like,
it wasn't
"Oh,
Gore-Tex."
food.
That's a lot of shit.
It's a lot of fur.
Crystal shows back up the next day like, my god, that fucking Minotaur ale.
I soiled my armor.
Well, at least you shed ale afterwards.
Brothers, I'm not
Fucking
good.
Minotaur.
Brothers, I'm not good.
Someone cast bless on me, please.
Where's the holy water? I'm so thirsty.
He peed the holy water out. That's what happened.
All right, so you stay the night at the camp.
Yeah.
You're having a good time. You two are back at the hotel. Jared's character is back at the hotel. He's kind of trying to get himself psyched up. He's alone in his room, trying to prepare himself for what's coming.
I don't want to see this.
Oh shit. Oh, those Reigns of Casimir. Someone's gonna die.
Yeah, that was the one I was playing.
What?
I was playing Reigns of Castamere. The first one, I was playing Misty Mountains. Then I played Reigns of Castamere. I'm just going through some of her songs that I have.
Yeah.
Why is Reigns of Casimir?
Game of Thrones.
Game
Oh.
of Thrones. They played
Red
that at the
Wedding
Red
sound.
Wedding.
Oh, okay, I never watched it.
Oh,
No, well, don't worry about it.
it's foreboding.
Oh, okay.
It was almost 3 boating.
Yeah,
Edo, are you okay?
5 boating at sometimes.
Okay. Because you can go check stuff if you need to.
And he gets back and I tell him that I couldn't get around the wall because it was too lit up. And
He wasn't about to die.
but I'm fairly certain that they wouldn't guard anywhere else like that had Bosco not been there.
Like, do you think that there's any way that you would be able to sneak in it?
I mean, I didn't walk around the whole peninsula, but everything I saw looked like the wall was lit at all places. Which doesn't really fit with being a shadow.
Right.
Um,
It's like, well, we've got 3 to 4 days to find this. Come on, let's head back to the camp.
yeah, okay.
You're like, damn it. See you, Gil!
Oh, you guys are not even gonna come watch the matches? Fuck you!
We have
What?
Yeah. This isn't a Minotaur party that we came to.
No,
There's
this
an
is
arena.
the next
There's an
day.
arena here.
I'm heading to Lollapalooza.
Lollapalooza. That's a good inspiration.
Nice.
Alright, so it's 6 o'clock. Basically, in real time. 6 o'clock. So this is going to be a pretty good time to stop for me to make chili cheese dogs.
Yeah.
Chili cheese dogs. Eric, you want to eat hot dogs tonight with us?
Hold on, let me roll for it.
Actually, for the chili cheese sauce, we
I
all
approve.
do the roll.
I refuse to roll.
Oh,
for my
no.
chili cheese-
I rolled
will
a
eat
9.
chili cheese
Listen,
dogs.
you're going to roll a D4, right? And you're going to eat your roll plus 1.
No.
Plus 1.
Oh, I only get 3.
Only get 3.
That's a
I
good
have
number.
2.
Yeah, that's
So
3.
you got 2 total?
No, yeah,
3.
total with the plus 1 factor. I got
Oh.
rolled a 1.
You
Oh,
might
did
actually
you?
be
Oh,
hungry
I thought that was a 2.
Oh, I rolled a 2, so I only have to eat 3.
Yeah, same.
Battle.
I'm afraid to roll. I don't
you have
wanna
to
roll.
now.
I don't want to roll a 3
You
or
just
4.
gotta. Do you have any?
Yeah,
Do you have any light
I
fade?
don't want to roll the
I need it.
I'm gonna roll my dice. If I roll anything higher than a 10,
Oh, yes, I roll a 1. So
Somebody's
2.
getting a 4.
I know. That's
do
gonna
you
be
know?
bad.
Okay.
It can't be Matt. It'll be too much.
Imagine hot dogs. I rolled
But
13.
rules are rules.
I got a 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
all
do.
rolled.
But I was gonna have 3 anyway.
Yeah,
You can't.
defy the gods.
I'm gonna roll to see what happens.
Oh, that's
expected
better.
this from
I got a
anyone.
5.
Oh my god.
You're not rolling a D4. You rolled a D20.
No.
21! Even Jody
Ah,
couldn't do it.
14.
I was gonna say that 21. That's definitely a crit on chili cheese dogs.
On my soul,
I'm gonna head
5
to
is a crit.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm
be
pretty
like,
sure 5 is a crit.
Guys, come over here. I said something crazy. I threw the dice like that because I don't really know how to roll a d4, and I'm gonna move it very gently.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's land.
Oh, it landed within the triangle.
That's nice.
nice,
That's funny. Right in the middle of the cobwebs.
nice.
Yep. Because of the sound she's making with the Minotaurs.
No,
Once you
they're
had
more
Minotaur, you never go back to Italian.
Yeah.
Wait.
Minotaur.
While I'm at the camp, I'm gonna cast sending, and I'm gonna send a message to Gil. Be like, Gil, you should totally come to the camp.
Wait, have you ever casted that around him?
No.
Gil's gonna lose his fucking
Yeah,
mind.
I know, right? I'm like, guys, he's gonna freak out.
Watch this.
Drunk Crystal is the best crystal.
The
It's so
drunken
much different than normal Tristal. They're like, wow, this guy's normal.
apothecary and getting drugs.
This guy's normally a little uptight, but this is
You
great.
can't set a stone, just say, this is your God. Trying
And
to
I'm
talk
praying
you
to
about
Corn
your
right
cause
now, it's like-
extended Warren.
That would be
Yeah,
better.
he's praying to Corn. To Corn.
Oh,
you
yeah,
totally
he's
act like
praying.
you're Corn.
This
is Cord. You should go to the camp and get drunk.
This is Cord. You're gonna die.
No, Adel said. Eric said you should pose as his god and tell him you're trying to reach him about his extended term warranty.
Yes.
We're trying to get a hold of you
That's a good
about your
one.
wagon warranty.
You got the extended drivetrain, right?
Don't you remember what happened to the donkey? You don't want that to happen to your horses, do
need a
you?
donkey warranty.
Oh, where did the bridge come from?
The dwarves are gonna build.
Oh, that's a nice
You see
bridge.
Yeah,
this
that's-
one stone right here.
Describe some of the stuff later.
Yeah.
After we're dead.
I thought you were going to say, in the afterlife.
In the afterlife.
Where you can give my regards to the dire rats.
The rats are dire. All right. So this place is absolutely packed. You guys look up to the skybox and you see that the mayor of Rathmore is there again, right where he was last night in the big introduction. Except this time there's tons of people and there's a lot of energy in the building. You know, this could be one of those European soccer matches. There's like cheering and there's like chanting. Yeah, you know,
Football.
no fights yet, because there's a lot of armed guards in the crowds. And Severance isn't known for, you know, allowing tomfoolery.
It's like a streaker, and he runs out of the field. Someone just shoots.
They would just gun
just
his
like
ass
throw a
down.
spear at him and just
Yeah.
impale him into the ground.
A big part of that is because Boscone takes fucking these tournaments so seriously. So, like, his military knows, like, don't embarrass him, because this isn't Severance. So, you guys are all there, waiting for the first match to start. Jared, the guide, takes you to the back door, and is like, okay, you go in like you did before, go down further down the hallway, because you're like, he's like, checks his list, you're the third door. So you're going to go past the first two doors, turn right, and you'll be the third door that's on the right. Okay? So the first two, or I'm sorry, the third door that's on the left, after you've turned the corner. So there's a door to the right, the second door to the right, you'll turn the corner, and then there's a door to the left, and you'll take that door to the left.
Jesus, that was confusing. I'm glad I don't have to do that.
I'm basically going to walk through when we get there. Because I flipped it backwards and it's not.
Imagine if you just said stay on the path.
I know, right?
this
Crystal,
is the
Crystal's like, yes, the bad.
Don't be afraid of it. So, what would you like to do?
You're walking through this.
I go to the door that he tells me to.
Okay, you
Somewhere.
step through the initial door, and there's two huge-ass warriors standing there in golden blue armor with massive fucking hammers to the side, right? Like, there's their shield, their hammers, and you walk through the door, and there's one like on that side, and there's one like on this side. So you can stop, turn around, and walk out, or you can choose to walk through them. As you open the door, their heads shift to see you, but they don't move. Like, they shift back like this, like they were looking at each other.
Okay. I continue on my path to my door.
Okay, so you continue, and you're walking down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
You get about 5 steps, and then they turn and face your back and
Okay.
begin to follow you.
Okay.
They're not running, they're just walking and keeping pace. So you remain like 5 to 6 steps ahead of them, but you can hear them coming.
Okay.
If you want to turn and look back at them, if you want to stop, whatever you want to do, it's all on you right now.
I'm just gonna go ahead and keep heading to my door.
Okay.
I'm here for
So
the
you get-
Colosseum Arena.
You get to the end of the corner, and you turn to go to your door,
Mm-hmm.
and standing there is Boscone and 2 more of the Storm Peak Eternals.
So ends,
Damn!
the line of Gil.
He's standing there with his glaive in his hand, and he has this smile on his face. The moment he sees you, he's just like, yeah. But he's holding his glaive high near the blade on his the shaft. Okay.
He said it.
There's no way around it. So he's holding it high on his shaft.
By the head.
Yes, by the head. Thank you. Wait, this doesn't help. So you notice, you get the instinct that based on where he's holding it, it's not an aggressive stance, right? He's prepared, but he's not in an aggressive stance. Because if he was in an aggressive stance, his lower hand would be here, and he would be holding it different. So he's standing there. So as you turn the corner, what would you like to do?
Is he in the way of me getting to my door?
If you were going to try to go through the door, get to the door, you would be within reach of his weapon.
Okay.
So you're gonna walk,
I'm gonna keep going and
So-
say, "Morning, sir."
and so he takes a step forward and walks closer and stops where you're supposed to be getting in the door. He's still holding it here. The Storm Peak Eternals walk up, but they stay 1 step behind him. And the other 2 Storm Peak Eternals that were coming up behind you, they stop. So it's clear they're meant to contain you. And he just kind of looks at you, and he's kind of curious. He's kind of observing you. He wants to see how you're gonna act, how you're gonna talk. Like you can see him eyeing you. He kind of like he's looking at your armor.
May
He's
I
looking
help
at your
you,
sword.
sir?
He's like,
Because I know
this.
I know he's in a higher general, so yeah, I would be using the typical honorable commands for him because he still holds that presence.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
So he looks at you and he's like, it's not exactly like the pictures. And he looks at your face, and he's like, it's definitely you though. So he walks up and he gets really close in your face, and he leans over like this, like he's going to say something over your shoulder. He says, don't disappoint me.
I plan not to.
And he steps,
I plan
he steps-
to entertain the
He
audience.
steps back. He doesn't even wait for you to finish talking. He turns his back to you and begins walking. His 2 Storm Peak Eternals that were standing there with him turn and follow him. And the 2 that were there holding the
Behind me?
spots, they go back to their original positions.
Okay. I proceed into my room.
Proceed into your room. Now you're in your room.
Okay. No, I knew he wouldn't do anything. We're both in the Colosseum. He does not pose a threat because he would not want to. We're here to entertain the crowd and to have a good fight. He
is
wouldn't
true.
interrupt that.
Not
There's
yet.
honor among.
gonna say,
There's
no, you
honor
gotta kill
among this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I'd have killed the shit out of him.
You would have killed Bosco.
No, I'd have killed Gil.
Oh. I was like, I mean, we could playtest that.
What do you think you would have done,
Adam?
Adam?
With some oil on my
What do you think you would have done in that kind of situation?
The only thing you could have done was that. There's not really anything else you could have done.
No.
Like you didn't have an option. You can't turn around. Like they know you're there. They know they're waiting for you. So you're gonna have to have this confrontation either way.
Mm-hmm.
So
He didn't have his hand ready to strike you. So it's
Yeah,
literally the.
but with him being that close, I do have quick draw.
Yeah, you don't want. You would have lost so quickly.
Yep.
I mean, it would have been entertaining to see
Not really. You would have been over pretty quickly.
for
with
like
four-
30
Yeah,
seconds.
those four with four.
Hey,
of the
that's
stormtroopers.
6 rounds.
It wouldn't have been 6 rounds.
While we're here watching the fights, I'm gonna whisper to Zyler Flint's like,
Malika's with you too. She's out there, right?
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper to Zyler that does he know what these what are they called?
The Sons of Mesh.
Sons of Mesh people look like, and does he know who their representative is?
He's like, I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to figure that out. He's got someone getting all the list of names for him.
Bet they use great swords.
What?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I want to keep a lookout for anybody else
Yeah.
that might be
Because they don't have to declare their weapon, their style, any of those things.
Yeah.
Right? So he's got a couple of people like in both houses trying to figure out like who it might be.
I'm gonna also ask Zyler, like, did these people hold?
What?
What are you pointing to?
Nothing but tower.
Oh, I'm gonna ask him, like, do the Sons of Mesh, are they known to hold in high regard Gil Alphonse Mesh, or is it something more of like they've claimed these artifacts and now, like, they want, like, it's theirs and they don't really care about the legend of Gil Alphonse Mesh?
Kind of both.
Okay. So it's not
Like
some-
he's like their patron saint.
So it's not something like if they knew he was here, they would give him his gear. Okay.
Not even a little bit. Well, at least you won't OD on reasons. You'll OD on starbursts.
That's what took a part of my tooth yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
So we'll take the rest.
Yeah.
Take it all. Take it all.
So the
Did
first.
you actually lose a piece of tooth?
Yeah.
They'll suck when that happens.
What'd you happen? You lost
Part
a
of my
tooth?
molar come off on one of these.
Just now?
Yesterday. I told everybody about it.
Oh,
No.
I didn't hear you.
No, I think you just told me, really.
Oh.
A piece of your molar came off?
Yeah.
It's a dead tooth anyway.
I had a few
It's
of those.
alright. It was molar Loki, son. It'll be back in 1,000 years.
Dressed up as a snake because he knows I love snakes.
Well, at least you didn't lose it to cheese, though.
And he jumped out. Ha! Stabbed me.
With some oiled weapons. Okay, so
Assassin.
the first fight begins. Oh, I guess I gotta write these fucking names down, don't I?
That's some
So,
bullshit.
so I'm keeping a lookout for anybody. Obviously, it looks like they might have Gil's legendary gear.
Day 1
You know what it looks
features.
Great sword. There's great swords, and I mean, somebody's gonna be having to wield the great sword,
There's gonna be one in the second fight for sure.
huh?
Could be somebody in the second fight for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not looking. Obviously, not looking for him.
So, the first fight. Let's see if I can get this open better.
Let me get this. Stop texting while he's over here playing.
Well, it's not my arc.
What?
It's not my arc.
That's so.
No, I'm not telling you. I'm telling the person texting me.
Okay,
It's me
so
texting them.
in the first fight, they go through the big introductions. The two warriors walk out. You see a guy with a spear. Oh, I want to make the designation. there's a guy with a spear that comes out, and he talks about he comes from whatever region. I'm not going to try to make all this shit up on the fly because there's 31 other people. I'm going to have to try to blah blah blah. But his name is Henny Bertio, and he wields a spear.
It's cool.
Henny Bertio. And then his opponent, he comes out with sword and board, and his name is Balda Edwick. And so they begin fighting. The crowd's going crazy. They're loving it. Jared, there's like, you're in a room, you'd gone in, you turned left, and so you are, where is your guy? Oh, well, you would have been on that side, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I actually on that side?
Yeah.
So I thought the nobles would be on their side next to their city.
Yeah,
and then
they are.
I came in from the
This
south.
one.
Yeah, so I'd be from.
So you're over here.
Huh?
You would be over here. This is where, no, they don't see here, they're here.
Okay.
They're
So
actually,
they're on the other side. So
Yeah.
I would be underneath those guys.
yeah. So you're like looking out through like a window like this,
Okay.
where you can kind of see. So we'll just put you there,
Mhm.
right? So you can kind of see what's going on while you're warming up. You know, you're kind of doing your stretches or whatever, getting your shoulders ready, swinging your swords and stuff. And as you're doing this, there's like a couple of the other guys, like, because you share a room with a few guys, and you can you just get the feeling that you can hear some whispers, and they're kind of looking at you, and because everybody knows you're supposed to be there, and while nobody knows what you look like.
I was going to ask you, had he not had his two great swords showing, would you have made that encounter happen the way it did?
Boscone knows what he looks like.
Even though he had the hood on and everything?
Boscone knows what he looks like.
So he just knew by the height?
He knew the height. He knew that even if he had the cloak on and he had two big ass swords like this, but Boscone has like historical references. He knows what you all look like. He knows when he saw Tristal and his glowing red eyes and that armor. He knew who it was immediately, which is why he froze, because the dude's supposed to have been dead for 1,000 years. Like, he knows you guys. He has access. Well, she doesn't know this guy.
Ha! I fooled him!
So, yeah, he knew you were coming. He knew where you were on the, like, where you were supposed to be on the list, even though you're going by the name Al. And so the first guys are going spear versus sword and board. Henny Bertio versus Balda Edwick.
This is going great so far.
Where is it?
Here. I'll go for one, you for the other.
Alright. Oh, here.
I want to roll for Baldwick.
Alright, you roll for Baldwick. Or Balda Edwick.
Well,
Balda Edwick loses to Henny Bertio and his spear. So it's a glorious fight. Henny is clearly the superior fighter.
oh Lord.
Oh, but the oil was cheating.
Yeah.
I rolled the 2.
Yeah, you didn't do good. Oh.
As one of the combatants inside the cell with me, he's like, "Get me out! I can't breathe! I need air!"
This is
Ah!
bullshit. I didn't sign up for this. And so next up.
This was
Nice.
planned.
We talked about
Look,
this.
we're surrounded! Oh my God, it's me! They're here for me!
The
Celia, you bitch!
Stinker.
This stinker.
All right. So Jared, you can put yourself by that door. Alright, Alex, I'm gonna need you to adjust where you are, because I'm gonna be going in and out a lot here.
You want me to move?
No, I can reach around you.
This is the next fight.
And so, out walks this dwarf
Oh, that's York.
with a shield.
And a hammer.
You like that?
Nice.
Like a fucking ninja. Fucking ninja named Ninja Guy. Okay, so. God damn it.
You called?
I had to say fucking ninja.
You lose!
I can't believe no one's asking about a shirt, even though
I
it says
told him I
asking about
wouldn't.
the
I
shirt.
refused because I knew he was up to no good. I knew the shirt, and I fucked up in it.
Classic chicanery.
One person looks like they have a slight size advantage over the other.
Yeah. So there's this big how to do now because you walk out and you're no longer in your cloak.
Mm-hmm.
You're ready for battle, and you walk out with two great swords, and you hear like the mumbles pick up in the crowd because everyone's waiting to see if this Gil Elfon's Mesh is really back from the dead after 1,000 years. Like, it's got to be impossible. Maybe you're an imposter. Not that any of these people really know for sure what you're supposed to fight like. They just know you dual wield two big swords. So it's like, that's the legend. So they see you walk out, and the announcer goes, blah, 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 native of Lapis, or whichever one it is, Lapis or
Medina.
Veritas, one of the two.
Barrelap.
Verlap. The greatest, he's like, the second greatest warrior to have ever lived, Gil Elfon's Mesh, and the crowd's just going fucking nuts.
Throw your greatsword right through that commentator's throat.
I have daggers for a reason.
Are you not entertained?
Okay, and
Second greatest.
he's like, and his other opponent, blah 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 blah.
The other one's also named Gil Alphonse May.
Gil Elfon's Solid.
Is that a dwarf that he's
That is a
fighting?
dwarf.
Dwarvy
His
Sanders.
name is now Yidist.
Love that.
His
Adam.
name is Wigherd Gewalt.
You heard walls.
Oh, I don't like your odds.
I hope you win because his name is stupid.
Yidist.
So basically,
Actually, Adam came up with the better name just a moment ago.
It's from a long time. He actually probably came
Dwarvy Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's my name from my old Blood Bowl team a long time ago.
Oh,
So basically, you're gonna go in the middle, in even, right there. Yep.
I'm cheering hard for Gil. Get him, Gil!
Yeah, like
first fight
Malika's
was going
going
fast.
crazy. Like everyone's excited. The crowd's pumped.
I would like to yell out, "Give him a dick twist! Twist his dick!"
Give him the dick twist!
John would prefer to ruin your arc.
No, his arc's over now,
All
so he
right.
just.
Did you want to move over by Matt? Take your paper and pen, just because I'm going to be going like
Well, it's fine. I know I'm not welcome.
that. Would be now.
What a dick.
Would you like me to give you the twist?
If you get from keep ruining his arc, get out of here.
I'm not ruining anything.
You're doing everything.
Enhancing it.
Don't give him a dick twist.
Oh, well, that's better.
I was actually yelling that to the dwarf. Who
All
let
right.
me oil his blades? Good luck, Gil. Didn't want to be unfair. Me so a dagger.
I called this.
Hit the lady in red.
Yeah.
Okay.
the problem is we've been around him so long. I wouldn't have to miss. I just know he would be right there because of all the time.
You'd hit Tristal.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fair.
And Trista would not feel it.
I think so.
Are you rolling for this guy?
Yes, I shall roll for years.
God, I would not want to roll off against Alex.
All right,
Initiative.
Please don't
Initiative.
lose this first match.
Any bonus?
Ah.
I don't
Put
know.
that die in jail.
How did it roll?
Immediately. Actually, it's -1.
Huh?
It's his initiative. His intelligence. No, wait, it's his dex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
+1. Sorry.
Okay.
I mean, he's a dwarf.
Okay. I'm gonna actually
You probably
hold.
licked the blade.
What'd you roll?
Dirty 20.
Oh,
Okay,
nice. Thank you.
20. So what did you roll?
I rolled an 18, and that gives me a 20,
Yeah, you do. Animate
21.
21.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's
we
still-
got a plan.
Has right to first. So you're basically waiting for the signal to begin combat. You know, they're announcing you, they're hyping you up.
I'm gonna actually.
And then just
Sorry, I get distracted easy because people are like,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Just focus here.
yeah.
They're the crowd. There's a big crowd.
I thought you were a
Okay.
gladiator.
I'm gonna purposely hold my turn till after he moves, and then I will proceed to take my turn.
Once you can declare that once the horn signals, because
Okay.
you get to go first.
Yes.
So, okay. You all know this one, right? You will.
He's a gladiator?
Surprised it's not berserk.
Well, this is more arena-like. The berserk music doesn't really fit arenas. I checked.
Not for this kind of battle. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so you go first.
Okay.
The horn.
That was the horn.
There you go.
Yeah, like I
Alright,
said,
here's the
I'm
signal.
gonna allow him to make his first turn
Okay.
for this round, and then I'm
Five,
gonna proceed
10,
after him.
15, 20.
Is this 300?
Yes.
Ah, I knew it.
This is the rich blend mix of 300 battle music. That's me. I'm gonna move some of these snacks. Unless
Good. I've been eating them too much.
The god king Xerxes did travel.
all you gotta do is take a knee.
Slaughtering all of those men. Just left them.
All right. So he moved his 30 feet.
Okay.
Does he have a stat block or anything?
Yes, it's in my hand. No. Yes. Don't worry, I'll let you know. All right, his turn is open.
I'm taking travel devotion.
Okay, so this is round 2.
No, this is
Oh,
round
this is
one.
still round 1. Oh,
Yeah, I
Okay.
held my turn until after he moved,
Yep. You get your free move.
and now my full attack.
Yep.
Right arm, first attack. That's 10 plus 13, 23 to hit.
His armor class is yes, that's a hit.
Okay,
That's not
so
a number.
2d6.
It's-
Hey, they're teenage!
His armor class is 14.
Oh dear goodness
These are the
sakes.
greatest warriors in the land.
2d6
Give us a
plus
number.
9.
That's not a
That's
He's
8
got a shield for
plus
God's
9.
sake.
That's 17 points of damage.
How is he a legendary, renowned warrior?
No, there's only him that's the legendary. Legendary.
Well, not
These
legendary.
guys are
These
just.
these guys are. I mean, the biggest tournament in the land. Only 32 people can. These are the best
Yeah.
32 warriors outside of.
Well, he's like one of the least of the 30.
Gorthak's like, I was held out for this bullshit.
That's what I was thinking.
If that
How much
dwarf
did you
doesn't
do?
die, I'm eating
Huh?
him.
How much did you do?
That's
just snuck
8
in
and
like
9,
a wild
that's
card spot.
17.
His dad knows Boscone.
Yeah. Fucking AC of 14. That's poor dwarf.
Listen, this is the first time I've ever done like a duel. I wanted to make sure I didn't fuck up. Okay?
It would have been so much funnier if you had.
That's not a dwarf, father.
This is the.
It is a bugbear.
I know it's a bugbear, but there are no
It's
bugbears.
a gnome with a beard.
We think.
Alright, first attack with the left hand. That is a 18 to hit.
Okay, you hit.
You don't have
2d6.
You don't have to roll to hit.
That's 10 plus 9. That's 19 damage.
He's dead.
No, he's not dead. He's not that weak.
No, you do like JR, like, oh my god, he's dead! He's dead!
As God is my witness, he's dead.
All right.
Broken in half!
Second attack with the right arm.
No
right,
barrel
go ahead.
roll.
Sweet, second attack.
19. That's a crit.
Hold on. Second attack with the right arm?
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh,
So
right
that's
arm.
like
That's
the
your
main hand.
Yeah, say main hand.
Main hand. Okay.
Right.
Sorry. Second attack on the main hand. That's a crit.
Okay.
That's a 19. How do we do crits?
Okay. You don't have your legendary stuff yet?
No.
Okay. So what's the damage your weapon does?
It's a 2d6 plus 9.
Okay.
For the crit, it's normally a times 2.
Alright. Roll your 2d6. Plus 9.
Okay, so that's 5 plus 9. That's 14.
Okay. 14 plus 21.
No, that'd be a 13.
12 plus 9 is a max roll. So you get a regular roll and
Okay.
a max fold out roll. That's your times 2.
Okay. You did a lot of math there.
So what did you just roll?
That's
14.
that's a 14.
Plus
And
Wait, what was it?
21.
14.
9 plus 5?
What?
Oh, then you have 14. Me don't.
Yeah, you got
14.
a 5 on
Yeah,
2d6.
14.
35 total.
35 total.
Okay.
On your crit.
Oh, shit.
This would go so much faster if I had my bow.
Just shoot it from the crowd.
Oh, wow!
How would you like him to die in a glorious way because you critted him to negative 19?
Sheesh. It's pretty much because that with my main hand just slashed in half like berserk style, like his other half of the body just like whoa,
The blood trail. Right?
Does the crowd go
Red
wild
hand
if he
blood
lands
trail.
in the crowd and they get to keep a piece of the dwarf?
Souvenir for the lucky fan.
Cut the beard off.
The crowd is like
Oh, that's
going
good family
insane.
fun, eh?
They believe this has got to be this has got to be him.
and I look at the mayor and Boscone and just go,
And
and I proceed to walk
he
back.
takes the glaive and he just kind of gives you a little salute, like, and crowd's going nuts. Mayor's like, oh shit! Like, I wonder if he needs a job.
They're like, medic.
We need 2 medics. And so that was
Crystal, he needs her help.
He's beyond my help.
So you leave, and
Do I see them in the crowd
How'd
as
you
I'm
roll?
going back in?
what?
Do I see them in the crowd as I'm going back in?
Yeah, you could probably make them out, kinda. Like it's really crowded and everyone's going crazy.
Am I sure it's them?
And it depends on how rowdy you guys are. You
Pretty
guys
fucking
like
rowdy.
Yeah, we're
blending
really
in,
rowdy.
like-
Yeah, he just fucking sliced somebody in 2.
I nod to them. Just a slight little nod to thank you for your support kind of thing.
And I'm gonna turn over and be like, he noticed me. He noticed me.
I'm like, that other guy owed me money. This is great.
Hope you guys didn't
All
bet out
the-
the other one to make it.
Wigherd Gewalt.
I'm not betting on any more of his warriors to make it because these guys suck. I thought these were going to be the most legendary warriors in the land.
Do you see why I held my turn back for that one moment?
Yeah, I forgot you taking travel devotion.
I wanted to make my first presence, my first match.
I played it like a dwarf.
Wham!
I played it like a dwarf.
Well, the guys were like, this can't be real. This can't be the real guy. I can take him. Slice. Oh, that felt so good.
I know this one.
Yeah, I took all my favorite like combat music from it and just made like a
One
blend
big-
of it. Cut out the because I have a tendency to play sweet music and then lull and then sweet music, and so I just cut all the lulls out and just blended them into like one 6-minute song or whatever.
Fuck
it was.
yeah.
And then now it's just on eternal repeat.
You need to just randomly throw in a son of a sticker.
No, I was actually just thinking about that. I just throw in there, sugar at some random point.
Two can play that game.
Okay, so like you return back to your room, and everyone's like kind of stepping away. Like they're not trying to look like little bitches, but they're making sure they're not in your way in the process. They're kind of just like, we're gonna go ahead and move out over here.
Can I like loudly talk to the people around me? Like that's gotta be him.
Yeah,
Like just get it going.
yeah. Like everyone's like, holy shit! Like it's been a while since they've seen violence of like that caliber, where a dude gets straight up cut in half and. That was you. That was like ventriloquisting. I thought it was.
What a
Alex.
talented speaker you have, sir.
The distance you can make your sound carry.
Carry on the sticker.
And so
Where
you
are
were the
saying-
second match.
Where are you saying this from? You're not even here. You're over there chilling out over there at the edge of the table.
My lord.
So
No, I'm right there.
there's 6 more fights of the day,
You have another one?
and none of them.
I have 3.
Yeah.
Which one is really me?
Yeah.
This is prequel.
That's part of my mystique.
This is before he became Immorto.
Yeah, that's with the ash bow.
All right. And then this was when he became Immorto, and then he's upgraded to the faceless guy.
My immorto. How can you see what I become?
I was just about to go there.
Bring out the gill!
So there are 6 more fights
Next fight, and I'm throwing my panties into the ring.
that take place after this, but your one fight for the day is done.
Mhm.
You barely broke a sweat. The only reason you might have been sweating is because there was sunlight. Right? And swinging a big heavy sword
Oh yeah.
takes a little bit of energy, but you
only
only
swing-
swing 3 times.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm still gonna watch the rest of the battles from the
Yep.
window in there.
You'll watch battles, and then when a fight comes up for you, I'll let you roll and see if you remember anything in particular about the fighter that comes up. So the six other fights continue.
No, let him go. Is my question.
Okay.
His question's a joke. So the 6 other fights continue. They're going. There's a lot of fighting. Blah 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 blah. Crowd's going crazy. Blood everywhere. People are losing arms. People are losing legs. People are losing heads. Like
So some are actually still dying.
everyone is dying. There hasn't been a single survivor in any fight at this point.
Oh, okay. I thought the first one had a survivor.
No, he died.
I rolled so horribly. I'd hope my guy died. I rolled a 2.
Oh wow! He almost
He almost critted himself.
walks into the arena.
I'm glad you got to kill him and he didn't kill himself, because that would have actually been a little less exciting.
He fell too high from one of the pillars in there.
Yeah, he tried to climb a pillar, fell, and died. And so the first day of combat comes to an end.
Is this tournament sponsored by Bloodweiser?
No.
Bloodweiser.
Bloodweiser.
No.
We already decided it was Bahamut Blast.
Haha.
Yeah. Bahamut Blast. Alright. So. The garbage filler.
And Draco Bell.
Out of the way! Trash!
I was trying to think of something like some kind of creature that would go well with
Oh, so
Bell.
Taco Bell, Draco Bell.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Harry Potter.
I know.
Oh, that's Malfoy. Hello, Potter.
But his name was Draco.
Yeah.
Like Malfoy Donald.
Malfoy Donalds. Oh, Mel Donalds.
Mel Donald.
Weasley.
And so the first day of fighting is complete. After the end of the day, you're released from your holding room.
Mhm.
You're not like in a cell, so to speak.
But you're not allowed to leave.
And no, he's allowed to leave. And the guy who had handled you, like he's your handler, who had taken you there, is waiting for you as you walk out. And he tells you, Mr. Kill, that was amazing. Like, there was a lot of this and a lot of that. And he's talking about all the fights, and he's like pretty pumped from seeing it. He's like, but nothing compared to the way you cleaved that dwarf in half. It was amazing. Like, everyone loved it. Like, you definitely got the crowd going on that one. Like, none of the fights after that really held the same, like, impact. Had the same impact as your fight had. He's like, so the fight tomorrow, I'll let you know. They're talking about trying to do something special for it. They haven't really told us what it is yet. But as soon as I know, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
There's gonna be lions.
There's gonna be lions.
No, there's gonna be bugbears.
There's gonna be a big blood dragon.
There's gonna be Bosco.
Admitted into the arena is Scar Midlian.
I hit him once already. I'll get him again.
Is this like one of those arenas that they fill with water so you do naval battles?
Naval battles. I mean, I don't know. I never really put that kind of thought into it.
It's where you float around and then fight with your belly button.
It was very popular in Roman days.
It was.
You knave.
All right. So,
What to do?
you guys leave, and you don't have the handler. The handler now really works more for Gil. Zyler Flentz is like, hey, we should head back to the room. It takes you guys longer to get out than it takes him to get out because the crowds are huge and everyone's fucking drunk and just like crazy. A couple guys are shoving each other. No real fights are breaking out, but part of that is because like as soon as people start to get a little too rough, like their severance guards, severance guards are there. They're like, all right, guys, all right, yeah, they're a little excited too.
Were the guards like hanging out in the crowd, or were they like posted standing?
Both.
Were any of them like eating and drinking?
No. Not at all.
Dang it. Pretty thirsty being out there in the sun all day.
Yeah.
Especially in full regalia.
You're never thirsty if you fail Bosco. So. And so that fight, that day of fighting is done, and then he makes it. I'm assuming, Jared, you're going to go back to the hotel.
Yeah. Get some rations, get some food, get a little bit of drink.
As you're making your way back to the hotel, kind of garnishing a little bit of attention, right? Like, you wield the two big swords. You're supposed to be Gil Alphonse Mesh. You just cleaved a hardy dwarf in half and sent his upper body flying like 15 feet away. So people are kind of like, oh, yeah, I know that was him. Like, I heard it. Like, I saw it through the cracks. Or, some people climbed up the sides just trying to get whatever peak they could get, like, because they can't afford to pay for this level of tournament to view it. So,
tickets.
dude, man,
Why not?
it's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was like
This is
a
the
big
tournament.
one.
They're making-
500 gold in a blowjob. Get your ticket.
I mean,
So, all right, you're going back to the hotel, though?
yeah.
Thankfully, you don't have to go far, so you're back to the hotel. Some of the hotel people, like, they're like, man, there's a lot of ruckus going on out there. Like, they don't really know who you're supposed to be or what you did. They see you're covered in blood, and so they're like, okay, like, you must have won. He's not dead, and he's covered in blood. So,
I assure you, this is other people's blood.
yeah.
Must be a
Well,
king.
it's the other person. Blood.
I think it was dwarf. Hasn't got
Yeah,
shit
the-
all over him.
It was a dwarf.
Now there's
First we
only
called
half a
little
dwarf.
people, but-
Half man, half man.
Now he's a half dwarf.
You were
Like a halfling.
He's like, well, really, I was swinging for the stomach. So you make it back to your room. Then you guys kind of get through the crowds. Like, there's a bit of partying going on in the streets, and you can decide if you want to head back to the hotel.
When everybody got up, what did Bosco do?
he kind of like once it was all done, he got up and he was talking to the mayor some, and then when it was done, he went down the special stairs, the private stairs, just for the luxury box.
Okay.
The luxury dais. I have no idea.
Rock me Amadeus.
Okay, so we're all back in the hotel.
If that's where you want to go.
Yep.
That's where I'm going because I already know I need to like keep out of stuff. I need to keep calm. I need to get ready for the next day.
So, Malika's going back to the hotel as well.
On the walk back, I want to keep kind of like pumping up Gil hype.
Oh yeah,
you guys saw him, right? Like that had to be him.
Yeah. Well, for sure. You got hype man.
Yeah.
You got hype man, Jared.
You can see the dick outline in his fighting skirt. Massive. Thought it was a tail.
You sure this guy isn't half Minotaur?
Every time he swung, it moved a little.
You're really fluffing up his image. So, that goes on, and everyone's back. There's meals there for you guys in the inn. Drink. There's a little bit of partying going on downstairs in like the inn area versus the tavern area versus like the inn part. Because hey, a lot of people are in town for this, and all the prices are up, and they're going to make some money. Malika's really tired because it's been a long day, and she partied a little too hard the night before. So she's going to turn in for the night. She's like, "Oh, Kellyanne, I'm so tired. Can you help me to my room?"
In a little bit.
"Oh, I just don't feel like I can move my legs. Like, oh, can you just help me to my room? I'm so tired and I'm a little drunk and I need help."
I'll be there in a little bit.
Oh, for the love of God. This is what she says, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it then.
Okay.
And she suddenly can walk up the stairs fine.
Close the door and you hear.
You're not going to propagate your line that way, buddy.
You've got a friend.
There won't be a line if there's a world that's destroyed.
So she goes back up to her room a little perturbed about being rejected by the man she loves. And
Man who proclaims to
Okay.
love her back.
Well, now I've got some questions that I need to ask Zyler as well.
okay. Zyler probably would say save any questions for when we're in the room. So
Yeah.
if
That's
you're
fine.
going to the room, then
Yep.
Your questions are going to wait 2
so you didn't want to
minutes.
go to the room with her, but you want to go to the room with Zyler.
Ah.
Okay, I knew this was going.
Zyler,
And
this-
in the arena, we don't judge. Don't worry.
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
not in the arena. In the hotel, we judge.
oh my God, I just realized. Oh, where your head was, you almost made Michigan with that inner island. Almost.
yeah, I can see that. Okay. So I would.
Actually, it looks like a dick.
So all of us.
The two greens are the balls, and then
Oh,
I mean, you
The
break
main
everything down,
island?
It looks like a dick.
is this your drink? Would you like?
So
Alright, go ahead and ask
I would
your
have all of us together for our meeting.
Okay.
I said, okay, so he wasn't able to infiltrate in with Bosco and
He's
area.
like, well, that's not a surprise. Do you know how hard it would be to get in to the mayor's area?
Mhm.
He's like,
We
why
have-
would you even try that?
because we have Uller.
He's
we
like,
have an Uller.
he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
If there's anybody that could do it,
he
it would
gets
be
caught. You won't have an Uller.
him. He doesn't get caught.
Okay. Zyler thinks that's not smart, but okay. He can't tell you what to do. He's just an advisor.
Yeah. I said, well, that's what I said. I said he couldn't infiltrate it. So there's a couple other options we have on the line. We need to find who has your gear, Gil. We need to work on getting your gear from the Sons of Mesh. So we need to figure out did we think that one of the Sons of Mesh were one of the first 8 warriors?
He's like, as far as I can tell, from the information that I've got, none of the other none of the other battles today included anyone dual-wielding greatswords.
Did you see anybody in your fighting arena pit that may have looked like they were
Not to
wielding
my
Not
knowledge.
on your side, no.
Okay.
Not on the West House.
So we need to keep an eye out for that because we need to try to find your legendary items. And then I'm going to ask a question to Zyler. And
I mean, do you honestly think that they would bring? Yeah. Do you honestly think that they would bring that kind of equipment, not be using it to this kind of city?
Well-
where there's this many people.
I just want to remind you so you remember how it works. It's split into 2 brackets. The first 8 fights is the first round here, and then the second 8 fights tomorrow is the first round here. So there's still 16 whole people you haven't seen fight yet,
yeah.
right? So
I mean,
you
if
can't really say.
they're gonna come fight with it, they're gonna come fight with it. If they're not gonna be fighting with it, they would not bring it here
Are the rest of the fighters
because
staying
it
in the
would
same
be
place
too
they
much of
are?
a risk to.
They're scattered throughout. The only reason that you guys are in such a fancy hotel is that you're here with Zyler.
Mhm.
We're rolling high.
Yeah,
Why
like
don't we just go to all the rooms and like look for like the other fighting?
Sounds like a party.
Yeah, so that's what I'm. Yeah, so I would be surprised
I
if
don't
they
think
brought
we're
the
on
gear
myself,
and didn't fight with it. Like,
Yeah.
I agree with you there.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to look. We need to keep a lookout for it. And then I'm going to ask Zyler. Do you think if Gil wins this tournament and he was to call Boscone out on call him out on a one-on-one duel, do you think that would work, or do you think Boscone is the type of man who would accept that challenge, or do you think he would be one who's above that type of challenge?
he's like,
I don't think
He
I'm
choked on his
ready
wine a
for
little
that
bit.
kind of fight.
Not until if you get your legendary
he
gear.
choked on his wine a little bit. He's like, hold on, I'm not sure if I heard that right. Did you say have him call out Boscone into a one-on-one challenge? He's like, listen, I understand you just cut a dwarf in half. So all you did was cut a man into quarters, okay? Let's not get ahead of ourselves quite yet. Calling out Boscone is a completely different kind of fight. Like,
I watched him cut down 3 dudes.
With one swipe.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, right? Like, this is,
I'd like to.
no offense, Mr. Mesh.
No, none taken.
Mr. Mesh.
Because obviously Gil would rip Zyler apart. So he's not trying to be disrespectful. He respects who you guys are. He works for you directly. So ipso facto, he works for all of you, right?
I did it. Which case, I got him.
And I
So-
could call down Holy Flame and incinerate you.
You scare the shit out of me. You're so unnatural that it doesn't make sense.
Can I point something out?
Yes.
So, what's gonna stop Boscone from just arresting Gil at the end of the fight? Like, he'll respect the tournament. Gil can win the tournament and win the purse, and then, like, there's an army. So, if we convince.
If he would do that, a riot would start.
Why?
There's a good chance.
Yeah.
He's winning the crowd right now.
Yeah, but, like, they stop the crowd every time they riled up.
That might be true. But
Yeah,
when you
it is
have.
true.
No, but think about it this way. If a heavy riot starts up because Boscone went out and killed the champion of the arena.
That's not what I said.
No, he said have you
I
arrested.
said, what's to
have
stop
me
him
arrested.
after the tournament having you arrested? There's no crowd. You've already won.
So they don't see me getting arrested.
yeah.
If word got spread out, it would actually cause a riot. And
You're
like-
assuming word
maybe.
gets spread out.
Okay, yeah, no.
There's
no.
a lot of assumptions going on. You're
Yeah.
assuming he would have him arrested. You're assuming that
No,
it was
I'm
And,
saying-
and I mean,
What's
the
to stop him
assumption,
from
yeah,
it?
the assumption of
All you
him
guys can do
arresting
is
me
guess and try
afterward
to
is
have-
a possibility.
So if we can convince the crowd that this is really Gil, then why not on like day 3 you show up in your armor and we convince the crowd that if Gil's back, then so are you?
Okay. Well, then I'd like to ask Zyler another question.
While we have the crowd.
I'd like to ask Zyler.
He's sitting here thinking, oh my god, these guys, like, they want to go after Boscone, and I understand why, but they're all going to die.
I'm not going after him.
He's gonna turn and run.
I will poison him.
So here's another question. Like, why does Boscone have any allegiances, or is he sort of a self-made military man who serves over Severance?
So he explains to you that he was the youngest child in his family. He was the weakest child in his family, and he was sickly when he was a kid. So his family, who wasn't in charge of Severance, but like his father was like the first general of Severance that was followed under like the king, the self-declared king of Severance, and so but the king didn't have any heirs, okay, and so Boscone spent in this is him explaining it because he knows the history of Boscone. Boscone spent his early life sick as hell. He was always sick. He was very weak. Even as a young boy, he wasn't very good at fighting. So he had to be fast. He had to try to be quicker than the other boys because the other boys would beat his ass and kick his ass. So he learned how to be a little bit faster. He had to learn how to run faster so he didn't get his ass kicked all the time. And he learned how to use pole arms because if people got in close to him, he wasn't strong enough to fend them off. As he grew, he got healthy. He got stronger. He get growth spurts. And so if you were to look at the character progression of how I built his character, I actually built it based on how he grew up and how he lived life and how he learned how to train. Because as he got bigger and stronger, he learned how to use more close style melee combat weapons. He's faster because in game terms, when I built him, I gave him a trait where he took less HP every round for an increased speed bonus, permanent speed bonus, to represent the fact that he's a little bit weaker than he would normally be because he was sickly growing up, and that's where he gets his bonus speed from.
Probably got a shit fortitude save. That could be.
So,
probably not great with poisons.
I mean, he's not perfect.
Right. So my question is he the military leader of Severance because he has to be, or does he serve allegiance to somebody?
He doesn't serve allegiance to anybody.
I thought he ran the place because he was the leader of the...
It's a military leader. He doesn't have a king. His father used to serve a king, and I'm guessing he didn't have any heirs, so he left Boscone's either father or older brother in charge until...
So Boscone earned the place.
Okay.
So it's a military occupation. He's not the king. Everyone knows he's not the king, but he rules Severance because he's the general. It's a military thing.
What would he... do you think Boscone is the type of man who would serve under a king if he was kept at his military,
No.
He would not serve under a king?
No.
Okay.
That
would be a demotion.
Why hasn't he made himself a king?
Yes.
He doesn't think he needs to have the title king.
Okay.
People follow him anyway, so...
So anyway, why don't we take advantage of having a crowd and you have your coming out party?
I could, but no, everybody is so terrified of Boscone. We've got no type of military to back us. People might not even remember who I am. It was 1,000 years ago.
They remember Gil?
They do remember Gil. I mean, they might remember...
But I had more of the celebrity
They might remember...
me.
Yeah, he
I
was more
went
of a
and
celebrity when he was around.
Yeah.
Of the four of you,
And
he was like the celebrity.
yeah, they might know who I am, but they don't remember me as their rightful king. They might be like, oh yeah, he used to be the king of Severance, but that doesn't probably hold any water.
Honestly,
1,000
I
years.
don't think any of those people will remember your name.
Yeah, okay.
This is 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that makes more sense than.
They would just be like, nice armor, you're boring us, please get out of the way so the fights can continue.
So really, it sounds like the only way we would be able to take control of Severance's army is if we were to somehow be able to defeat Boscone.
Are you asking
I'm
me?
asking Xyler.
You're asking Xyler? Xyler thinks he's not sure how in the world you get control of Severance. Like it feels like an insurmountable task to him.
But if we defeat Boscone,
Wasn't the whole point of the tournament to lure out the Suns? Not like I didn't think the tournament really had anything to do with Boscone.
And Xyler's like, that's exactly what this was about.
yeah.
I think we're making it about Boscone.
Well, I mean, this is like I said before. This is a great opportunity to take advantage of Boscone
I had a really funny
being
thought.
out.
I don't really
If
think
we know
we're.
Boscone's here, we know he's nowhere else. Why aren't we just somewhere else doing shit? Because we know Boscone's here, so we don't even have to worry about it.
You mean like why don't we just go to Severance and take it over? Is that what
No.
you're suggesting?
No,
What would you want to do?
I don't know. What are we doing right now?
Well,
Trying to
we're
get his
working
shit.
on drawing out the Sons of Mesh because it's believed the Sons of Mesh have his legendary equipment.
Mhm.
Do we know they're here?
Yeah.
There's
know one of them is
suspicion.
at least.
We know one of them is supposed to be from the Sons of Mesh, but he's not sure which one it is.
Do they have like a place?
You mean like a headquarters or something like
Yeah.
that? No.
Do they have a home?
They're just kind of in with the crowd, so he's not sure like which place they're
He
living.
means like in the world map.
Oh, like in the world map?
Like they're next to
Yeah,
Nor.
they're east of Nor. Is where
Really
they come
far
from.
away.
So you remember like it was Athelia Severance, right? Like this.
Yeah.
And then this is Mundus.
Yeah.
And John came from Nor over here, which was over by Mirkwood.
Yeah.
And then Erebor was here, and they're like from over here.
Okay.
So it took them a while to get their way over
I
there.
think we need to forget about Boscone. For now.
Xyler's like, maybe Boscone becomes 1B. I'm not telling you not to go after him, but maybe he becomes 1B. And we all live. Because I'd like to live.
Yeah, I mean,
we can't get to him.
yeah. Right now we haven't been able to get to him. Like this is all like hype.
It's
I'm not
just like,
saying
isn't he looking for us?
he already knows.
He knows you're here. He
does
already
forget.
went.
Which is
Well,
why
have
we
I
should go
told them
somewhere
about
else.
that?
What's to stop him from arresting us?
Yeah, I don't understand why
Has he
we're...
arrested
I mean,
you
if
yet?
he doesn't, he could have
He
already.
hasn't seen us.
He knows.
Yeah, he has
could literally
seen me.
turn. He could literally turn the city. He's got enough army here. If he wanted to, could have arrested him. Turned the city upside down and find us, arrest us. I don't think that's what he cares about. Like we're not.
Then what was
He
the point
wants
of the
a
show
challenge.
He's literally
Huh?
looking
What
for
was
us,
the point
though.
of the little ditty with him?
You don't know.
He just he wants like he finds it interesting. He's a historian, and he's like he doesn't necessarily want to kill. Like he doesn't. His number one job isn't necessarily find them and kill them. He's like
It is if he's working with Warren.
From one,
He already said he's not.
from
Did he?
That's what
Tyler says he doesn't serve anybody as far as...
Yeah.
He would never serve anybody.
Yeah, Xyler wouldn't know that.
So...
Xyler knows Boscone better than us, and he says he doesn't. He doesn't seem like
He
the type
wouldn't
of
know if
person.
he was working for a lord.
He doesn't. He said he doesn't think he's the type of person that would serve under and like that wouldn't take orders from anybody.
okay, from what I noticed with my rendezvous with Boscone underneath, and I tell you guys all this that what happened in underneath. From one warrior to another warrior inside the colosseum and stuff like that, Boscone is looking for a challenge. We are not a challenge to him, period.
He's not here to fight you. He's not here to fight at all.
No, because we're not worth it. We are shit to him.
But don't we know that he is
Then he
He's
wouldn't
specifically
waiting
looking
for us to
Then
get
he-
stronger
then he
so that
wouldn't
way
have
he
wasted
can have a
any of
channel.
that time to show up for you.
Hmm?
If that's true, then he wouldn't have wasted any of the time.
No, he
So-
came to come watch this. This entertains him. It brings him some joy.
I mean, he definitely came
Why
because
are
we're
we
gonna be here
entertaining
too.
him and bringing him joy? We should just bail. We should just bail up out of here.
Well, you need
Because
we need
I'm
his
also
items.
trying to get the Sons of Mesh to get my equipment.
Is
and
this
stuff.
is that the only way we can do that though?
It's
I mean,
one of
it's
the
what-
main ways.
We've spent a lot of money to do it.
Yeah, that was
Well,
Xyler
yeah,
Blunt's
that was
whole
before
plan.
like we knew that he knew that we were here.
We made the plan
I
expecting
mean,
him to
he
be here.
Xyler sent the message saying that Gale Alphonse Much was going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I just really feel like we're setting ourselves up to be captured or something.
I mean, that's probably. I don't disagree with you.
That could be a possibility, but I don't really see it maybe happening.
Was Bosco a gladiator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
By choice.
So that's why Zoller Flint's set this whole thing up, because Zoller Flint knows Boscone better than any of us. Doesn't think he'll like mess with us while we're in the arena. Like for this, he'll hold the arena
In high regards.
he would respect the process of the arena and the tournament and everything like that. So at least
and afterwards arrest us.
well, we could try to find his equipment, get his equipment, and leave before the arena is.
He's watching you fight. He's studying you.
He wants to see
We
if
don't
I'm
want him to
capable.
know stuff about us. Why would we want him to know things about us?
Well, he probably already knows a lot of the history of him. Like he's read all the history books about him.
You probably, but not. We don't know that for sure.
We don't
Don't know
even know
that
how
for
we
sure.
fought.
What?
We don't even know how we fought. I
Yeah.
mean, we have an idea.
Yeah.
You've actually kind of started fighting, right? Okay, so you remember when, and maybe not, it was the birth of the High Winds. And I read the part about how what Callion watched Cain, his father, his mother, and the other Kingsguard, how they fought together as like this flowing, symbiotic group of weapons and just fucking rolled people. That's why you guys turned into the flowing fucking tsunami of death you guys did. Because he, as a little kid, he saw that and it impacted him. And that's why he became the center. And you guys worked off of him and became like this just ball of death, essentially. Because when he watched that as a kid, it never left his mind. He was like, God, this is how it's done. This is how you do it. And so I knew his history and how that happened. So I loved watching you guys go from being individual combatants to slowly but surely working together to become that death ball, except for the part where Gil ran off to the side. But that's not unusual for his character. He kind of like skirts the ball, if you will. And it's like...
It's important to skirt the ball.
Yeah, don't ignore the ball.
You need to make sure you caress
So
it
you
at
guys-
all angles.
You
attention
guys
to the ball.
unintentionally, but intentionally, have begun to start fighting like you used to fight before when you fought together. Because there were a number of times you had to fight apart because you each made the whatever part of the military you were with stronger. So sometimes you had to be apart, but when you were together, you were essentially a fucking meteor of death. Traveling through like the crowds.
Yeah.
When we went into the tournament today, were they searching people?
Nope.
Were there any other people besides the army that were armed?
Nope.
But there was nobody checking to see if anybody was armed.
No, it would have been tough because there were so many people.
Okay.
So we can stop now. It is almost still. It's like 11:15.
Yeah.
Or we can just talk about the next day of fights. He's not in the next day of fights.
We would still go and watch them because we're looking for.
He would too.
Yeah. No, I'm
He'd
gonna
be allowed,
observe.
He would be allowed up in the crowd unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to take weapons up into the crowd for obvious reasons. People get drunk. People are already fucking coked on adrenaline and shit like that. Everyone just starts stabbing everybody. I know I would, dude. I'd just be too hyped. And so you go and you watch. I'm assuming you're gonna go and watch like
Yeah.
all the fights.
Before the next day, can I, like at night, can I go out and see if I can get into the arena?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Am I able to?
I mean, you would have to scale it and hope you didn't get noticed because the doors to the houses are locked. But it's an older arena, so that doesn't seem impossible.
Well, can I just unlock the door?
Probably could. I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to be like Spider-Man.
Oh, man, I just want to get into where the sand is.
Okay.
And then I want to go to that column closest to where my guy is.
Okay.
I do apologize. I've got to
Shit, really bad.
I'm glad you didn't shit in the sand. Although it would have been easy to cover up.
Yeah.
Like little,
He's gonna go take
like
a poop.
kitty cat
Yeah.
litter
That's
box.
exactly.
Yeah.
He scaled it and all that. He's just gonna go poop in the sand and cover it up.
Yeah.
Bury one of my sleeping poisons at the base of the column.
Okay. Do you tell anybody you've done any of this, or is this just kind of you doing a thing?
I'm gonna tell Gil.
When he gets back from shitting.
Shitting and farting.
Farting and shitting. Shitting and farting.
I'm just
Farting the shit of farts.
I'm confused because he talked about wanting me to like flash jewelry into the eyes of the combatants, but he didn't want me to hold weapons.
Yeah, I think he wants to do this honorably. He really does.
Yeah.
But he's a little nervous too.
Yeah.
Each fight does get harder.
I had a feeling it would.
I mean, but like I said, you guys are who you are, and you're at what level you are. You guys are pretty high level already.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of people alive, period, that are going to be doing this shit. So
No, not like you guys do it.
I don't expect
Especially
him to-
you three already with your fucking equipment. You're already at level 10. You're starting to reach levels that most humans would really struggle with. Like, there's a few of them out there, but the average soldier by himself certainly isn't going to be able to stop you. Maybe if he had some friends, and things go well for them, Like I said, I'm not scaling the common soldier up just because you guys are level 10 and level 9. But I ain't scaling Boscone down. I ain't scaling whoever it is that runs Windham down or whatever that, like those kinds of guys. I'm not scaling them down. So everything is exactly what it is. That dwarf, he was a good fighter where he came from.
Not anymore. Now there's only half the man he was.
He was not that dwarf just happened to not know that he had fucking travel devotion. He's like, I use travel devotion. I'm like, what? Oh, fuck, that's right, he took travel devotion. Oh, okay. I was like, I walk up. I chop him a lot. And he's like, well, next time I won't run up quite as far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming all the other gladiators are watching too.
Yeah, they were. So
he popped his cherry.
yeah. I mean, it was dramatic. It was awesome. Like, from a story standpoint, like, it was good, right? It was good. Even Boscone had acknowledged him for his brutality,
Flawless victory.
Yeah.
The army being in the crowd is
So
bothering me.
I'm gonna also something else I would ask Xyler. Is Balscone known for being a good leader, or is he known for does he help the people? Are people happy with him, or is he just the leader because
The people of
he's the strongest?
Severance love him. He's not like he's not like a tyrant to the people of Severance. He can tell you that Mundus and Severance have had this thing going on longer than Xyler's been alive. He's not even exactly sure what that thing is. So
football rivals.
So he thinks, in his personal opinion, Boscone used the excuse that the historical warriors had returned he used that as an excuse to attack and seize Mundus, because it's so unbelievable to think that you guys would be here. Like, it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
So he thinks he had been waiting for an excuse, and his people, he has people like in the castle, not necessarily in like the small council or anything, but he has people in the castle, and the feeling he gets is like he was waiting for an excuse to fucking take Mundus and make it part of Severance.
Okay. So in that case, I would ask Xyler then, if we were to eventually get strong enough to, a point where Boscone at least acknowledges that we're strong, do you think that he's the kind of person that can be reasoned with if we tell him what's going on in Dyer? We get to the spot where we are able to talk to him man to man. Right now we're probably not strong enough to talk. He doesn't respect what we have to say. But if we get strong enough where we can talk to him man to man and tell him about the goings-ons of Dyer. Obviously, he's a well-read man. He knows the history of what happened 1,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to...
As well as any person
right.
can know, I suppose.
Right. So we might explain a little bit more about what's going on and how we came to come back. Because obviously we're back, so it's not a fairy tale.
Right.
We were brought back. We tell him the evils and goings-on of Dyer. Do you think he's somebody who would be willing to help save the world, or do you think he doesn't give two shits and he'll care about it when it gets to Severance?
So Zyler takes into consideration your question, and you can see him sitting there and pondering it. He's like, well, it's not an impossibility. He is a big fan of glory. Maybe. I can't say it would be impossible. But I can't say for sure that he would just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go do this or go do that if he doesn't find it important enough to his own goals. So
that's a good enough answer for me to know.
I'm not sure.
I'm not looking necessarily for a yes or no. I'm not looking for a yes. I'm looking for a not a no. So that's good enough for me. So at least what we need to do is we need to get to the point where
he's
we're
like,
formidable enough.
He's like, I could kind of have the few people I actually have in Severance Castle just kind of listen, maybe make some suggestions in passing, and see if we can just kind of get him in that state of mind without making it seem like we're trying to make him get in that state of mind, and see what happens. Boss consumption.
That'd be great, because now my plan is, knowing that Boscone's not a bad guy.
I'm not cool with allying with Boscone. He sacked the temple of Hextor Mundus.
I mean, that's fair.
That's fair.
And he hung a bunch of priests.
That is also fair.
I mean, he's not a good guy. He's not a good guy. I know we want him to be a good guy, but I don't think he is.
He said,
he
said the
games?
people of Severance love him. That's what he said. Nobody else likes this guy.
Well, we don't necessarily have to. I guess, what's worse, Boscone or O'Laren?
How do we know they're not working together?
You don't.
We don't.
We don't. I think we should have left. He's looking for us. And he's here. He knows we're here.
He knows you're there. He
You're
knows you're there, and you're all not attacked, dead, or arrested yet. So
That's
maybe
what
that
that's my
counts for
point.
something.
Yeah.
That's what Zyler says.
Does
Because
he?
Zyler's
Does he know that we're all there?
Yeah, he knows. He's like you said before. He's like, if he knows that if Gil's there, we're all there.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
And
I
he-
still don't. And when we go to the Colosseum tomorrow, I don't think we should sit together. I should sit by myself.
Why?
Because if I'm around you guys, that gives credence that you guys are with me.
How does
He
know
knows
that
we're
all
here.
He
there?
already knows that we're there.
Yeah, but does he know what you guys look like? He knows what I look like. He might know what Tristal looks like
but-
with the
but you
armor.
He knows
how
what
do we
Tristan
know that
looks
he
like.
knows we're there?
Because he talked to
because
me.
he knows. Yeah, he knows Gil's
He
there.
told you that he knew all four of us were there.
Zyler said he knows that if Gil's there, that he knows that we're all there.
He would
It
assume.
wouldn't it make sense that
he
we
would
would split
assume that
apart?
you're all there.
There's still no fucking way he knows that we're all there. I mean, we split up before.
When?
He doesn't know what we all look. How the fuck do you try to get me to split up every time we go to a city?
No,
we
but
split up all the fucking time.
Well, we're still. He knows that we're in the city all together. Like all four
There's
are in
no
the city.
there's no way to assume that he knows that.
There's a 99%
we think
chance
that he is guessing that we're all together, but even now, it's he doesn't know where we are. Like, it's a big fucking city.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I agree. He doesn't know where we are.
So,
Why does that matter?
because there's a lot of shit we can do. Like, it's not like let's not do anything just because we assume Boss Scone knows exactly where we are. He doesn't. He knows where we are generally.
Right. And
He
if
assumes we're here because Gil's here. I could fucking. Would there be anything stopping Uller from walking out of the city right now? Like, if Uller like walked out of the building and headed towards the edge of the city and left,
I can't tell you that unless you try to do it.
it's fucking.
I mean,
what are we doing here?
Huh?
What are we doing?
The
what are we doing in the
Colosseum.
city?
No, what? Yeah, what are we doing at the arena?
Watching and looking for his weapons, looking for the people that are supposed to. Like the whole point of
so
this.
we see a gladiator wearing his weapons. Then what are we doing?
We try to figure out how to get his weapons because they're not legendary weapons without him wearing them. Obviously, they're just cool weapons that have significance of history.
Do we know that?
Yeah. Like no, like the armor only shimmers when you put it on. Like they're God bestowed item. Like so far, everything has been a God
Is that
bestowed item
true?
for a certain person.
Okay.
That is true.
See, none of us have really tried to wear anybody else's shit.
So
Well, it's just
the best. Well, you haven't, right? The only thing that would have led you to that is that
The
everything
effects don't
always
work.
looked normal
Right.
until you put it on, and the effects took place. But you never tried to put on Tristel's armor.
Yeah, I just assumed that.
But if you
that's-
had put on Tristel's armor, it would just seem like armor, and it'd be heavy as fuck,
right.
and you would be very uncomfortable. And John probably put itch powder in it, so you'd be stretched.
I didn't have itch powder.
Fucking itch powder. So, I know it's ridiculous. They're so scared.
He's like
all the
"Give 'em
time.
itch powder."
And so I say we call it for the night there, and because it's 11:30,
Okay.
and then we'll pick it up tomorrow. We'll talk about the next group of 8 fights that you guys haven't watched yet. Where the plan is to kind of keep your eyes open and see
I
if
hope
you.
you have some funny names planned for them.
All I do is use this name generator for this one. I mean, I thought Wigherd Gewalt
No, that was a pretty good one.
Balda Edwick and Henry Bertio.
Yes, I like that.
Was the Henry Bertio from the generator?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Henny Bertio.
Ah, Henny Batiro.
Bertio.
Nobody likes cognac.
Which person
Henny
did I
likes
kill?
to- What?
Which person did I kill?
You killed the dwarf Wigherd Gewalt. Like, I don't even want to spell it to you.
Make sure you put all these in some notes for us to read later.
I typed in the ones that matter right now,
What are we
and we'll
doing
generate the
when
rest
you
of the
get-
names
What are we
later.
doing when you get your shit?
What? What was the question?
Like, so we find the gladiator, and we figure out a way to get Gil's shit.
We can dip, like that's our literal goal. Like since we don't feel like
No, I'm asking after.
right, that's our. We can dip out if we want.
And then...
But the guy that wants us has an army here.
Correct. So we get. I mean, we when we get the stuff, we can dip out. Like we can sneak out of the city.
Baby dip.
Okay.
I mean that's what we want to do. That's what we can do. If we want to stay,
We're
we
not
can stay.
collectively very sneaky.
Right, but I mean, if we wanted to, like we could fight our.
Okay.
Are you
like,
saying? Are you saying we want to do a time heist?
Okay.
like, if we wanted to,
It sounds stupid
we
when I
could
say it out
We
loud.
could sneak out, defeat the guards that might stop us, and then escape out of the city, go to Mount Ordeal. Nobody else can fucking get into Mount Ordeal.
Okay, well on day 2, what we need are some wagons and barrels of things that explode.
Yeah.
And then we just set those up, use it as a distraction.
What was that one plan from El Dorado? We get some rations, we put them on the boat, and we send out.
Yeah,
Did we see anybody that fit the description of the Sons of?
not in the first
Mesh,
match.
in the
no.
first
Not in the first fight.
So we're assuming they'll be there.
Second.
It's a good assumption we'll see them tomorrow.
Maybe not.
So we just blow up the barracks tomorrow.
Wait, is combat going on?
I prefer you guys
Not
not
ready.
ruin the arena and the
Then
tournament.
they'll all definitely come after us.
Yeah. Including me,
I think they're gone
possibly.
anyway. There's an army here in the crowd.
If they wanted to come after us, they would have. Like, they could easily have arrested him.
Well, they didn't know we were in the crowd.
They know where they... Like, Bosco...
They don't know where
Bosco,
we are.
regardless of whether we are or not, Bosco thinks he knows that we're there. He is 100% certain that we're there, even if he...
So the
Even if
more
there's no
that
way
we
for him
show
to
up
be.
where he's got an army, the worse it's going to be.
He said,
What
what?
if
Like the
we
more
set a
chances he
boat
gets
on
to
While the
spot
co-
all
while
of
the-
us,
while the
worse off
tournament-
it's going to be for us.
While
That was
the
one of my
tournament-
best plans of all
Look,
time.
We are 1 for 1 with that.
That was one of my best plans
What
of
if
all
we
time.
just set a boat on fire? There's boats here.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, my game?
Yeah,
we're
Tom, that was
with
that was a great idea.
I'm not against it.
That was a great idea.
We're not getting anything from being in the crowd.
I mean,
I
we're
don't-
looking for
I
somebody who...
I just
that
feel
has his-
I
That's
just
all
feel
we're
like we're
looking
trying
for.
to pull a gambit
You
that
need to watch
has
there.
no advantage for us
He-
here.
I mean, yeah, he can.
You
He can
know?
go by himself, but...
We don't really know what we're gaining from this.
That's where I'm at. I don't, like, aside
The
from
big
obviously
thing you've
the
noticed,
Sons of Mesh are
the
supposed to
only
be-
thing I can tell you is, because you've noticed this every time, is each time one of you has gotten your equipment, each of you has felt an increase in your power.
Right.
So
If I get my equipment...
he got it,
No, I'm not trying
you
to
got
stop
it,
you from
and
getting
they all
your
got
equipment.
stronger.
I just don't know what we're
right?
doing.
Or you
No.
all got stronger, not just you, but even the ones who didn't get your armor got stronger.
Right.
And he got his, and it's the same thing. And he got his, and it was like it's not just you got stronger, but you can feel the strength collectively get stronger, right? So, like, I forget who said it. It might have been John when he was, or you guys were talking about it over here, like out of game. He's like, I'll bet you if Jared gets his equipment, that's how we unlock
Yeah, the 11th level thing.
the
Yeah.
second tier of
The bold font and armor and weapons.
So, and one of the things I did say out of game was that the levels, the level unlocks are related to things you did in your past. That was like the only clue. So, that's, I mean,
And
that's like
my
really
char-
all I can give you. That that feels fair.
My character feels like right now this is the right thing to do. Finish up the tournament and stuff like that. I feel that after the tournament there might be a possibility that we might be strong enough to take on Boscone, but I think that at this point of time we should be able to, I feel like we will be able to get out of the city if need be. Because I don't really perceive that to what Gaston showed me inside the Colosseum, we are not a threat to him. We're not amusement for him. We're nothing to him. So until we get better, the legendary people, that's what he's waiting for. He's waiting to take out the legends, not us. The legends.
I mean, we don't know
That's
that for
that's
sure,
not
though.
nothing, but that's exactly what I'm talking about.
But we're nothing.
After the right, and then what happens after the tournament?
Yeah, we
if
don't-
you
we
win,
don't-
what do you
we
think
don't have
happens
a
after
phase
the
2 or
tournament?
3 to this.
We'll move on.
No, like I said,
Not if he's coming for us.
Like I said,
No, he's not coming for us.
What did you just say?
He's not coming for us. We're too weak to him.
Keep
We're not the
going. What did
legends.
you say after
you're
that?
all assuming. Everyone's thoughts are assumptions because nobody knows,
Yeah.
right? So that's pretty much it. You're all arguing over what ifs. So just remember that.
Do I feel like anybody in that army is specifically looking for somebody? Do I feel like they're on the lookout looking for somebody, like trying to like look and see? Like,
I don't know. You should have asked that and then rolled for it while you were there.
Okay, I'll do that tomorrow. Like next time I'm there.
Yeah, I'll let you.
Okay.
I'm just saying, we need to set up wagons with explosives.
Hey, it's it's never bad to have a contingency
Yeah,
plan.
I'm not
against that.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm
the
saying,
wagons with explosives.
What
was that? What was that? It's Chicken
Just
Little.
so you know.
In Chicken Little, like as they progress, Plan D. Plan D. What?
Is there a goblin gladiator?
The goblin lead?
No, there's no
Goblin
Goblin Gladiator.
But I generated the perfect name for it.
Is it Gilgablad?
No, it's Fox.
Wait, how do you spell it? How do you spell it?
UKZ.
Okay, that's
Does
pretty
he
good.
fucks?
That's pretty good. I thought there'd be an
Fuck
H
he
in there. real quick.
does.
Did he say FK?
Fukz. You generated that name?
Yeah.
You didn't just come up with it by
Nope.
yourself?
I went to
He's
fantasy
playing
name
Talisman without us.
See, the fact that an algorithm came up with that is like promising.
Wait till you fight the gladiator named Danglepeen.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm putting everything. I got 14 gold left in my pouch. I'm putting everything on.
Putting
Danglepeen.
it all on Danglepeen.
no. Letting it
Until
ride.
you fight the gladiator named Have.
Half.
Have. H-A-V-E. Just have.
Oh, the half, because he just fought that guy.
Yeah, he already did that.
Have.
You cut half
No,
of,
I'm
you
still
cut
waiting
half
for
of a guy
Hebel to
into
show
quarters.
Happy was-
That was my line
Evil.
of the night.
50 cent.
Evil.
Evil?
Dark Evil.
Have
Evil.
wields a Glock.
Yes. Havel.
Hobble.
Hobble?
Havel, Hevel.
Hable.
Dark Souls.
I don't remember those names.
It was the big, huge knight in the stone armor with the dragon sword all the time.
You're gonna fight a guy named Haggard.
Haggard.
the second name I generated was Fegs.
So, fucks Fegs?
Man, I think your generator might have been written by a 14-year-old.
I'm not gonna lie, but
Middle
your
school
your
nickname
generator
generator.
almost feels like it hates the LGBTQ. Like, are you sure that's right?
Seems a bit dicey.
Do you know how hard it would be to not say fucks fags? Like, I can't use that name.
This generator was designed in the 90s and only had 2 names.
The
What?
third one I got was FOC.
Fuck.
Volkswagen walk.
There's something
Is it-
seriously wrong with
Maybe
that
it's
generator.
Scottish.
Did
It's
you
a-
give it the prompt of an F name?
No.
it-
Well, it generates 10 names.
Is it looking for a goblin name specifically?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
There you go.
I was like, maybe it's Scottish.
That's from it's getting its names from Goblin Slayer goblins.
Yeah, these must be common goblin family names or something.
Goblin family names. Fox, fuck, figs.
So what I'm gonna say again is what I said before. Like
Okay, but I don't care because
I'm not,
I'm done for
I'm not
the
talking to you.
I don't care. I'm going to bed.
You're
so
just-
it's gonna be like
You're
that.
just a DM. You-
Uller,
I punched
Italian.
Italian.
punch Callion.
My hair flows
This
in the
feels
wind.
right.
You don't have that yet. You have to figure out how
Yeah.
to
Not
unlock
until he
that.
gets his shit.
I'm gonna say like
Yeah, if you don't help him get his stuff,
Yeah.
your hair's never gonna blow into
Yeah,
the
you'll never be pretty
I'm
again.
gonna say like if you
We both know that'll bother you the most.
like I'm gonna say like I feel like what if you guys feel like you guys need to do something, you do it, and nobody's gonna tell you no. Like if you feel like you need to have a contingency plan, you do. You get a contingency plan. Like I'm not gonna be like, no, you can't do that. So like if you feel like you don't want to be here, like you don't have to be here.
It's not that I don't feel like I want to be here. I don't know what we're doing here. Like, not him. I know what he's doing. And I know what we as a group are doing with him being here. I don't understand why we are in the crowd.
I mean,
because you were into it.
yeah, I mean we're into it.
Yeah, we're in the crowd and there's
Well,
an
I
army.
mean, I'm fully,
we didn't know that till after we
After
got
Gil told us what, like, Boscone, said, I'm like, okay, maybe we shouldn't be there. Maybe we should be going around doing the contingency.
Yeah, it feels super trappy.
I mean, that makes sense.
And my guy's like not into traps.
Okay.
I mean, your guy is actually into
Yeah,
traps.
he's into traps, but not the ones that trap him.
I got a new goblin.
That's what I'm saying.
What's
like,
his name?
I mean, I feel comfortable.
Nordurkin?
My character feels comfortable.
Is that like
This is like
Hadouken?
basic Sun Tzu. Let your enemy know where you are, and then don't be there.
Yeah,
That's basic art of warship.
but we're not doing the second part.
Yeah.
We're doing the first part really well.
Well, I mean,
Put a name tag on it. Hi, my name's Uller.
I mean,
We
Zyler
put our
felt
fake names.
Zyler felt comfortable enough to that.
The guy that doesn't want to fight.
I mean, the guy
Yeah,
he's
Zyler's
there
not being
too.
hunted.
I mean,
Yeah,
if anybody, he's
got
going to be
not
more
much on
scared
the
than
line.
us. What do you
Why?
mean? I mean, he's associated with us at this point.
nobody
he's not.
knows that.
He's standing there with us.
Yeah, nobody know. Well, he's sitting amongst you. But if something came up, he would probably deny he even knew who you were.
I wouldn't expect him to claim us.
No.
Yeah.
And he would hope to get away with that because
the
he has a responsibility now.
His whole thing is that's why he was
He's
pissed we
running our
went to
shop.
Mundus or the other one.
Severance.
No, Severance is the country.
No, Severance. We met him in Severance.
Oh yeah, you met him in Severance.
No,
in the city of in the capital city of Tudor.
Tudor.
Yeah, which is in Severance. Yeah.
Tudor was the word I was looking for. This is the town.
Yeah.
He was pissed we went there because that his whole thing is being unknown.
Right. But I mean, like, he's not pissed that we're here in front of the army. And if he was pissed us being in the city with no army, like, necessarily right next to
Unless
us.
he's here to double cross us.
That could
Oh,
be.
no,
People have
another
done
one
that
in-
before.
But he's with Gandalf, so Gandalf was the one that brought us. Gandalf trusted him.
Gandalf.
Gandalf's dead.
This could have been a long con.
This could be the one. Isn't that a Mr.
Wait,
Krabs
does that
joke?
mean does that
You've
mean
been playing the
Malika's against us too? Because
Yeah.
Malika's the one that showed us him too.
I have no idea.
God, she could be
Knowledge
against
is
you
also
too.
a loose
Yeah,
cannon.
she could be.
Yeah.
He's-
Partying and doing
She just
who
stabbed
knows
that
what
guy.
with the Minotaurs.
She did. I saw that.
What did he say?
Where did she even get that sword? No, I don't know. Found it.
Were there any Minotaurs or Gnolls in the crowd
No.
today? Were there any? There weren't any fighting.
No.
Maybe that's our contingency.
That's not a bad idea.
Just have them hanging out.
I mean, that might be why the what's the guy's name that's working with us?
Zyler?
Zyler brought them with us.
Yeah, I mean,
Zyler
we do.
didn't get a choice.
Zyler, they brought themselves.
Zyler didn't want them with us.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we do
Which is
have.
more reasoning that Zyler's
We do have a small army, a very small army, but large members of that army there.
And members with large members.
We have a big distraction.
It's like
we have a
the
Vortex.
Ogre Blood Bowl team. They're big dudes, but you only get like 4.
Yeah,
Yeah, they might have.
but they can do a lot.
they have a.
Six, good sir.
Oh yeah, that's right.
6 ogres.
God, that sucks.
They have a Boscombe, but we have a Gorthax, and I feel like the Gorthax
No,
can make a
no,
big
no.
enough distraction.
The Storm, this mountain, Storm Top, Storm Peak.
Storm Peak.
Storm
Yes.
Peak Eternals.
Yes.
There's at least 4.
Yeah, he's got at least 4 with him.
Yep. But like I said, I feel like Gorthax can cause a big enough distraction. We'll be like, "Oh my God, Boscombe's right there!" And then we just be like,
Like, quick, run!
Gorthax will get him. I'm sure his gnolls and everything will go into battle with him because Gorthax would kill them if he didn't. If they didn't.
Oh, they're blood sworn to Gorthax.
Yeah,
so whatever
so-
Gorthax does, the other Minotaurs and the other Gnolls.
Yeah, wait,
will
how much
do.
money do we have here with us? Like between like
Just what's on us.
About 1,000 between me and Uller.
Well,
I got
no, like,
1,000
what
myself.
did
Oh,
Zyler,
okay.
did Zyler bring anything?
I brought 1,500.
Zyler has some money, but like we've
I'm
never
thinking,
talked about it.
We just get like
I got 100 platinum in my
we
boot.
just get those big old barrels of ale, right? And we'll just set them up at certain places.
We'll fill barrels labeled ale.
Oh, I mean, we can put whatever we want on them.
Okay.
We got money.
You don't think that the army would notice that there were big barrels of ale?
Not if it was there to help the gladiators celebrate.
Yeah, it's a party. It's the tournament.
I mean, the town is having a party
Yeah. I'm sure they're serving. Were they serving food at the
Look,
at the,
theater, or
at the inside the
Where?
arena. No,
Where are you wanting to put them?
they expect people
Oh.
to show up fed and drunk, right? And if they need to leave,
There's
like it's not
Oh,
set
you know
up
what?
like
Were there people with like canteens or anything there?
this is nothing but bridges and islands.
Yeah, we could blow up the bridges.
Oh my god!
Have we ever seen anything explode yet?
have you seen anything explode yet?
Besides my
Is there
ass,
explodey shit in this world?
Let's see.
I mean, there's fire and
I
ale.
mean,
That's not. The ale will not explode.
no.
Ale won't even burn.
Ale's not. So.
Trust me, I'm a beer expert.
That's what he was suggesting, so I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like the movie Shoot a Propane Tank and it explodes, right? Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't-
Did they arrive by boat?
Who?
Bosco.
You don't know.
Well, he came from a landlocked area, though, right?
Yeah, there's no reason for him to come by boat.
Unless he was on the river, but
Yeah, unless he was already on
We
the
could
river.
travel here.
I mean,
what do you
there are
want to do with
boats.
him once he's trapped?
There are boats.
I don't know.
It's all right. This takes as a process, right? You got to throw out ideas, think about them, and see what you can come up
We
with.
could at least.
Stop being
We
little
could
bitches
corral
and
him
let the
somewhere.
fight continue.
How many exits
Yeah, but
to
I mean-
the arena were there?
Yeah, I mean, if we were to leave and blow up the bridges, we definitely have enough time to escape.
Like, is
It
it
would
one of
take
those
them
ones
some
where there's
time
like
to
a
get-
door every 10 feet, or
But my
I
suggestion.
mean, there's a few, right? It's not like the Colosseum, but it's not like there's like one on the west and one on the east. Like there's like probably 4 or 5, like one on the bottom, 2 on the sides.
Camp's right here.
Yep.
All of our allies are right here. Lure them in this area. Blow this bridge. Blow this bridge. Come out from this way. Corner them.
Oh, you mean like draw them into the Minotaurs?
Yeah.
It's not a bad plan.
20 gold.
I mean, I kind of like it.
It's stupid because I didn't want to sit here and fight him, and now I'm trying to figure out a way to fight him.
what if we wait till he crosses the bridge and then blow
Yeah,
it?
no, we got to.
No, that's what he's saying.
We got to get him here. Blow this bridge. Blow this bridge. Blow this bridge. Then have them come out.
And have him blow Gorthax.
I like it. I mean, if that's what he wants
Against
to do.
his will.
I mean, I'm not going to stop him. I don't know. It's a silly plan. But it's like, this right here is a perfect spot.
Yeah. I mean, have many plans because you don't know what's going to happen.
Hey, we'll go with that plan D.
No, we'll put it in the pile.
Gorthax.
We gotta talk to Gorthax.
No, I didn't
See if he's in for it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's totally into fighting Bosco.
I know, but
Anyway,
like in an ambushy way?
He wouldn't ambush him. He'd just probably fight him one-on-one after we've already cornered him.
We gotta talk to Gorthax.
Yeah,
See
I'm down
what
with that.
Gorthax thinks.
Yeah,
I'd rather hear it from his mouth.
for sure. Yeah, I'm down with that.
All right, don't tell them that. Let them figure that out on their own.
Why the hell does that work?
Why did it
You
just
get
go
hiccups
silent?
and you say, I am not a fish, and then you don't have hiccups.
I've never tried that before.
I just did.
Oh, is that what you were saying?
Why don't we just try to trap him in the arena? What if we just get like Gorthax and everybody to bar the doors and we just burn the arena with a minute?
But the tournament.
I mean, and everybody in it.
Yay, Matt respects the tournament!
Stop being such big
Well-
cowards and let the fight continue.
At least half of you respect the tournament. Jared respects the tournament. Matt respects the
I
tournament.
respect it as
I
a really
respect
good
it.
trap.
I respect the tournament. I want to sit there
You're
and watch
sitting
it.
here trying to. He's trying to poison everybody.
Yeah, not me.
You're like.
Assassin!
No.
Sorry!
I thought you were a new person.
I
Turn
am.
over a new leaf.
We wait till we see the guy with his gear. Get the gear. We go back, get all of our super gear.
You're pointing at a turned off TV.
Yeah.
I need the map back.
Haha! Your plan's been foiled!
Yeah. Okay. Tournament's over. We got his shit. We got all our shit because we're right here, right? We're
Yeah.
in this area.
Yeah.
We go here. We like Bosco, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just draw them through here, make them cross here, blow this bridge, blow this bridge, draw them up in here, have our guys come out here, or we can even have them come this way. We can have them come
There's
this
a couple
way.
possibilities.
We can have them come this way behind them. We can get them in a pincher right in the ear.
What if we hire some fish people to
Yeah,
jump
but
in
then-
the water?
We have tons of money. We can hire as many people as we want. We can get some like fucking cannons or something like this over here and just like blow the fuck out of them.
It's like the French Revolution.
It'd be
He
funny.
runs down the street and they just fire 18 cannons.
But he's also very smart, and so I don't. If we call out his name and then start running, like he's gonna know. He's probably gonna figure something.
Okay,
out.
how about this? I get my helmet on and I just glare at him. He will chase me. He's done it before.
Actually, he stopped.
That
Yeah,
just
he's
got
got other people
that
chase
got
him.
that's the opposite of what you're
But
wanting him to do.
it could be different this time.
What if you do it while limping?
I'm just saying it's plan D. It's plan D. I think we should keep it in the back pocket. just in case.
I like that contingency plan.
No.
Have plans.
I think right here is
Oh,
the
but
key.
don't burn down a whole arena full of women and children. That's where we'll stop and we'll have to. We're willing to sacrifice everything.
You are the absolute worst. I'm a new person assassin of all time.
I'm throwing out. Hey, what happened to throwing out ideas?
Well, there's
What
three-
happened
there's
to
three
having a
tournament,
creed?
Like it's gonna go for 3 days, right?
Give or take, yeah. Something.
All right. Well, after the
It's gonna
second
go
day, we'll
longer.
have.
It's gonna have to be.
Well,
longer
4
than
days. I think it's
Oh.
4 days or something.
Well, after the second and third day, we'll have a better idea of
Yeah,
what we
you
can
have
do.
a couple of days of game
We're just
days.
throwing out ideas right now.
Not real days, but you have a couple of like game days to plan.
Like honestly, like if anything, I feel way more comfortable about the situation after he's already approached Gil. Because if he really wanted, if his top priority was capturing us, he just would have captured Gil, assumed that we would try to free him, and then he'd have all of us. Because he knows that we can't, like we're the disciples of justice. We operate together. Like without all four hands, like we're not as strong. So he could have just taken Gil, captured him, and like we've gone from there. But since he didn't. I'm feeling like his top priority isn't us.
I don't know. The fact that he didn't do anything kind of makes me more nervous.
I'm coming with him.
That's not. I feel more. I
I
feel
would
more
have
at ease.
expected him to just take Jared.
This is awesome.
I mean, like Zyler said, like maybe he
From a
didn't.
DM
Maybe he didn't
standpoint,
really
this is
care
awesome.
that we were all in Mundus. He just wanted a reason to sack Mundus.
The torment.
Like that's
This
not
is
why.
causing
Like he really
the
doesn't.
torment.
He really doesn't care about capturing us.
Everyone's so paranoid of everything.
I just want to have fun at my Colosseum.
Well, we're done fighting.
I know
Yeah,
that.
like, the reason he
But we
entered
won't be
Mundus,
able to
he came-
continue.
it seemed like he
This
was coming
night's
after
gonna
us, but he
last for
wasn't coming
3
after us.
But he's
days.
not here to fight.
Oh no, because
He's-
we're done.
He's here
So
to
at some
see the
point they're gonna go.
legendary
To
Oh, no,
warriors
no.
and
At some point we'll go to
the biggest gladiatorial tournament of history.
Right.
3 minutes still.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
care that one of them is him.
Yeah.
He does. He definitely does. But he cares more of the fact that like this is
Roll
like,
for
this is-
initiative.
This is really awesome.
It's been too long.
Oh, that's a good one. I got a 21.
19.
Oh.
I do
dice
not go
shield.
first. I got 9.
You've all been attacked by Skaven.
Yes.
Oh, the red people got us after
Get your
all.
name generator ready.
What do you have? Oh God, you're all being attacked by Sephiroth.
Oh dear.
Never mind, initiative isn't
I'm
necessary.
going for the bear ass. I know it's there. I've looked at the models.
Boscone, you're nothing compared to Sephiroth.
Yeah, that's for sure. Nobody's compared to fucking Sephiroth.
Well then, well,
I don't know. My swords might be big enough, Rich.
In your current state,
No.
I have big swords. His sword reaches from one end of the Colosseum to the other.
Well, I don't know. You gotta remember, Sephiroth had a thing for big swords.
Yeah, he does.
So
Likes
he
to-
might.
He likes to kill people wielding them.
Is the arena shaped like this? Like the outer wall is taller
Is
than
it
the
shaped like hands?
You know what I'm asking. Stop fucking around.
Is it?
Is the outside
shaped like
is the
this?
outside wall
Stop
taller
ruining
than
your
the inside
campaign.
wall?
You're doing that all yourself.
You guys are ruining my art.
Like, is the nosebleed? Is it shaped like a traditional stadium?
Where it's stadium seating? Yes.
And if you're,
I mean, it's not drastic like new stadiums,
Well,
or
yeah,
anything, but
Your
yes.
office
I
hasn't
get what
ruined. My mom hasn't shown
if you're
up
in
yet.
the top, if you're in the top, can you see all the way across, or does the canopy block your view?
Celia's just gonna come out of nowhere, just like one shot Boscone. And she's gonna be like, I'm not supposed to be in this
She's gonna
story.
come. She's gonna come up and be like, "Dick twist."
Oh, my kneecaps.
Oh, twist his dick
I feel like Celia would stab him with a dick and twist it.
with his own dick.
Yeah.
As a matter of
I
fact.
just got the perfect idea.
But
Don't tell.
Emotional damage.
Use emotional damage.
so if I was up in the top,
Boscone the Stinky.
Oh yeah, that's what we should do.
well, what I was thinking is,
Stop.
we get enough people believing in Jared, then we could get people believing in you. But apparently nobody knew who the fuck we were.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, 1,000 years they don't care if you
what?
came with 1,000
From the
years.
5th edition Player's Handbook.
I don't think they have any loyalty
Were you
to
the
it.
king when we were doing that?
Yeah, I became the
I don't
king.
think it.
Oh, I didn't know if
I
you.
might need help.
Yeah, I became the king. I was the rightful ruler of Severance.
I have
So I assumed my role, but that line
You
is
should
long
look at the
been
new
gone,
Hero
and
Forge.
like new kings are now the rightful line.
Oh,
So they
yeah, I'll get around to that.
say
I already
royalty
claimed all the
to them,
pants
like
in this.
if they've treated
Oh,
if
like
they've
on my
treated well.
computer?
Like
Oh, okay, cool.
It
Boscone
was
has
Dungeon
treated them
Enemies
well.
2.
Like there's no reason
Okay.
for them to go against Boscone.
That's kind of cool.
And then it was what else?
So they'll just all turn on us.
Yeah, I think if we tried to say, "Hey, I'm the rightful king," they'll be like, "Well, Boscone's great to us. Like, why would we want to betray him?" And then
So
we
if
don't-
I was in the top seat, could I see all the way across to the other top seat? Or would the canopy block that? Would I only have a view of the arena?
I hadn't really thought about that part.
I don't need to know tonight. Just before we play tomorrow. Or if you don't want me to know, then...
No, I mean, because you had climbed in there, so you would...
This would be shit that I would be looking for.
This is something you would know. I would say you could see all across. Like, the canopies would be higher to try to block more of the sun.
Okay.
So you would be able to see all the way across.
I was curious what you
Hey, I planted a vial of poison at the base of that pillar, closest to my character's mini. It's sleep poison. You can do with it whatever you want. You can not do with it whatever you want. But you know it's there.
It's a contingency plan.
Okay. You know I'm not
I don't need
battling.
an
You
explanation.
know I'm not.
You don't have to tell me anything. You know it's there. Do whatever you want with it.
Or nothing.
That's all. And I walk away.
Okay.
Yep.
I really hope like no one lands on it tomorrow when I'm not.
I buried it in the sand at the base of a pillar.
Someone's gonna be like a backflip, put his hands on it, and be like, "Oh, I don't feel good."
Like,
Guy
no,
just
someone
died.
gets knocked into that section, falls down, and crumbles onto it, and then like jabs into their side.
It's a good thing
All right,
we have.
It's
It's a good thing we have a physician in the audience who can diagnose some
Is
poison.
there a doctor?
Crystal.
I don't really diagnose things. I just kind of heal things.
Yeah.
Yeah, he diagnoses things, all right.
You should-
Well, he looks dead.
You should do it like old time. You'd be like, "Oh, you got ghosts in your blood. You should do cocaine about it." Start
I
coking
mean, the
them
best
up.
I can do is be like, yeah, he got stabbed, or yeah, he got bludgeoned. That's like the extent of my diagnosis goes.
I still like
I'm trying to
I still
clean
like
up a little bit.
Ullr's plan of
Can you help him,
like you
maybe?
selling some like nobody knows magic, so you just start selling these magical
You can
drinks of
you can,
water.
like, we have a lot of money
Like,
from a dragon,
like as
but
they're
you
drinking,
can
you
take
put your
old
hand on them and you
cities.
heal them. They're like, "This is the greatest water ever." But then you just tell them it's some kind of special potion. You start selling them for like
Yeah, and sell
300
the
gold
fuck
each.
out of them.
I can sell like magic arrows.
Not that we ever needed money, but
In the event that one of them takes it and it doesn't work, then you're like, "Oh, it must have been a bad batch. Here, let me."
That one must be a witch.
Yeah.
You
You must be evil.
I just like pack all my shit up in the carriage and just like hightail it to the next town.
Yeah.
And we sell there.
Yeah. I bet Boscombe doesn't know we'd do that.
It is kind of the perfect plan.
He's like, I'm going to retire and just become a traveling merchant. Fuck this.
Heck, I might. It was pretty fun to do like the
Imagine how
whole
much money you could make off
shop
the
and
stupid
everything for my
gladiators.
character. You kind of actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Wait, why would we do that? We don't need money for anything.
that's what
We have all the money.
We don't know how much Zyler spent.
That is true, yeah. He doesn't seem like a responsible spender.
Listen, he got done what needed to be done.
We'll know if he spent all of it because the dragon will show back up for its gold.
Yeah, that's true.
The dragon will show up here.
Yeah.
Where it's gold, yes.
Where is my gold?
So, hey, guys, remember that gold you stole from me?
Yeah.
I want it back.
It's alright. We're at the end of Gil's thing. Cecilia should show up.
Something's wrong with that speaker.
Jared's giving birth.
It's like the fucking rhino scene in Pet Detective.
Oh, it's hot here.
That's one of my all-time favorite movie scenes.
Have you seen the painting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you need something, Rich?
No, I was just closing it.
Oh boy.
Where the hell am
I have a feeling tomorrow's gonna be a little long.
Very.
It's a very high-stress scenario.
Oh, I understand that.
Very high-stress
Are we
scenario.
done with the
And I
Indians,
understand
Yeah.
them trying to make
Contingency plans.
Yeah, just in case something kind of goes foobar.
Yep.
I don't remember whose this is.
You can just leave it there. It's Uncle Jared's.
No, it's not.
Isn't the black one Jared's?
No,
Or, I mean,
that's Addles.
It's Uncle Addles. I knew it was Uncle Addles, but I said Uncle Jared because you were standing right there and we were talking.
Understandable.
I'm tired.
No, so am I.
My poor brain.
Learning more.
DMing is a lot of work.
Oh yeah, I bet. Especially when you gotta like come up with like certain plans of backfire against the campaign where the people don't think about it and like, oh, we should have thought about that one. Oh no, Plan E.
Yep. Have all the plans.
Plan Z.
If they get to Plan Z, they're probably dead.
Yeah.
Plan Z. He died.
Thank you, Rich.
What? Is it this?
Yeah, that would be good.
I see your phone.
I'm sorry I made the first round for my character go that quick.
Oh,
I
no,
wanted
that's
to just like,
Honestly, I forgot you had travel devotion.
yeah, no, I wanted to prove to everyone I am something to fear.
Right. No, it kind of went like, it kind of went inappropriate from the sense that the gladiators didn't know what you were capable of because I forgot what you had taken.
Yeah, no, I wanted to set that bar.
But now the coming gladiators will know you have travel devotion.
If I still use it.
Well, they know you have it as an option.
Yeah. They don't know about the daggers yet. We'll see what the daggers can maybe do.
I mean, they know about the daggers now.
Yeah, but what they think of me doing like two hands.
Well, they know you have daggers, so
Yeah.
they're probably for throwing.
Yeah, well, just have to see how the next fight goes.
Yeah.